for our records. Ooh.
Oh, here she goes. All right. Now we're on.
And Marth, yes, I am just scanning your background feature. Cool. Okay. Excellent. Marth made a character in about 30 minutes, so that was amazing.
Very nice.
Right. So yes, Vaingate, you're in the Droob, in amongst the mud and flies. Currently, the sun has just come out. It's broken out through the clouds, and now the muddy, wet ground is beginning to steam as the horse carts and hooves come clattering past and through. You can hear children screaming in the background, and men and women wailing and calling out about various products that they're trying to sell. That sort of stuff. There's people moving containers onto the back of ships on the dockyards a few hundred feet away, including at least one Goliath, who you notice hulking over the others there. You guys are kind of gathered around. I'm going to assume that the period has passed between when you left and when you were going to come back to the dockyards to meet up with the dude that was going to hook you up with a caravan.
Yeah, go with that.
Yeah,
it's just that one day. Yeah, we,
Yeah.
we all took a nap. It was good. It was a good break.
We took a job,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
We took a job to get there.
right. So, because if you want to, anyone who wants to recap, this is a good time. This would be a great time to recap. I need to pull out some notes because I've been largely helping Marth get her character sheet up, and I have to pull out my other things.
Okay,
Wait, you've been helping me?
Well, I've been answering a lot of questions.
SMH.
So I remember I haven't managed to watch the entire video of the last session. I've gotten to like 3/4 of the way through.
Yep.
I remember the last part I actually remember properly about last session was fumbling something really awfully and then melting into darkness and impressing the guy. And then we got a job.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll impress him, and then we're going to escort his carriage of some sort up to Grey. I want to say Greymouth, but that's not what it's called, is it?
Greymoor.
Greymore. Yeah.
Did we talk money? Did we talk like what are we getting for this? I can't remember if we were going to get anything. Yeah, but we got the ride. Yeah, I don't think.
Free ride.
Well, if I recall, you're getting about, I think it was like 300 gold or something, and it was going to last for 3 months. And
no, that's for the job, but no, for the caravan, because we're hired muscle.
For the caravan job.
We went through so much effort to win that job. There has to be.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. 30 gold each.
30 gold apiece.
Yep.
All right.
Respectable.
That'll take you to Greymore. Right. And while you're standing about, you see, in fact, I'll have you each describe yourselves, please. Let's start with Hank.
All right. So my fella is an arcane trickster. He was previously he's still in the employ of Balaran the Buoyant, who's an old mage, also an emissary in Vaingate, sent to not oversee, but be a part of this treaty, witness this big treaty that's about to happen. But Balaran got a bit, he got a bit tired of the adventuring life. It was a bit too much for him. He's a bit old. So he sent his sneaky butler off to do his adventures for him. Doesn't really trust his butler much. So he's like, right, bugger off, you go and do these things and I'll pay you. Hank is a bit fat and a bit short. But he is quite a good sneaky man. He's a street urchin. Yeah, he's a good sneaky dude. Yeah. He is a street urchin, so he knows his way around the city, and he has a good heart. He really doesn't want to see anyone suffer the way that he has in his life. There's a bit of backstory there, but we won't go into that too much. And so, yeah, he's good-hearted, and he likes his ales as well, which actually is what endeared him to Balaran in the first place. You know, they got to talking over a good pint of ale. Doesn't share Balaran's love of tapestries, but that's all right. And I think that's it. I think that's all I needed to mention. Sneaky, yeah.
Oh, All right. Josiah.
Okay, Josiah is a half elf swashbuckling rogue. He's a criminal from South Wall in Vaingate, and he joined up with the party initially to curry favor with Drizael for his burgeoning gang. He likes to fancy himself a good fighter, but he's useless in a fight, or at least he's got a lot to learn. And he considers himself the face of the group and does the majority of the talking somewhat well, but terrible at fighting.
Okay. All right. So Tricky Bob.
Hello. So Tricky Bob is quite a young mountain dwarf. So she is a cleric. She is quite inexperienced in an art of worship, if I would like to say. So she kind of ended up becoming, essentially an acolyte just because nothing else to really do. So she gets flustered very easily. She's quite headstrong, but she tries to essentially baffle her way into seeming like she knows more than she does.
Right. Okay. Well, continuing in the same vein, then I'm actually going to go to Gimbal.
Yep. Okay. Gimbal from the clan Moonbrook. So he's a wood elf ranger. He's spent most of his life as an outlander, wandering around with his clan, but has decided that he's very he has a developing inferiority complex with high elves particularly. And so during his wanderings, he's come across a group of high elves and decided that these live in a city. This is where I want to be. And so to other humanoids, he doesn't mind. In fact, he enjoys the thrill of the hunt against humanoids. Right. But anytime he encounters high elves or anyone who's overly sophisticated, he'll generally think they're better than him and do whatever he can to get in their good graces and please them.
Wow. Cool. And last but not least, Lyrian.
Yes, hello. With the things I have managed to concoct in half an hour, thank you. This is Lyrian Evenfall. He is an Eladrin, which is I have been made aware is unusual. Autumn Eladrin, Glamour Bard.
What is an Eladrin?
Yeah,
it's like wait, no, this is great. Russell just said Eladrins are to high elves what high elves are to wood elves.
Oh, good. So I'm just.
So Eladrins are like tippity top tier
snobs. Well, Eladrin come from the Feywild, which, if you don't know, is like a parallel world to the prime material plane where you live. Right. So, when you're going through the forest and you see like a portal that goes through to some fancy fairy place, that's the Feywild. So the Eladrin are from the fairy realm. So they have more contact with the fairies. They have more Fey. You might say they have more Fey blood in them. They're just essentially more in contact with the primal elves than other elves generally are.
The thing that's like mainly relevant for Eladrin, I think, is that they're very emotional and that they're like fancy season elves. If they feel a certain emotion strongly, they shift appearance and a bit of personality into something associated with one of the seasons.
You can change your seasonal style and look at a short rest, I think, or is it a long rest?
Something like that. And some people do it a lot. Some people don't.
Yes. What is your current seasonal alignment?
Autumn, and it usually doesn't change.
Oh, yeah.
Autumn is like the whole season of giving or whatever.
Oh, the leaves are brown.
Yeah. Anyway, so he is.
So he's a bard, right?
Yes, he's a bard. Generally a performer and a very good performer. Entertainer background. Usually wanders around, traveling to different cities, entertaining. Likes going new places, except if those places are too wet or too cold or too many monsters or too much danger or not enough nice places to stay or don't speak up to his standards of being nice. has a number of different personas on stage, but generally is fairly kind and generally actually fairly quiet, and usually even-tempered, and prefers it when everyone gets along.
There you go. So as you guys are kind of milling about waiting for your caravan master to arrive, a fellow by the name of Billings, by the way, Mr. Billings. You're waiting for Mr. Billings to arrive with the caravan when you see this Eladrin creature walking in your direction, with his floppy
Creature?
ears and his
Hey,
Arctic. He's like, I see Eladrin with bigger, kind of longer ears, more like
it doesn't mean
like,
they're flawed.
like night elves in World of Warcraft, but that's just me. And he's probably going to approach you because that's what he's been told to do, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You'll notice that he has a sort of unusual skin tone with orangish skin and very light brown hair and gold eyes that don't actually have pupils. It's very odd. Dressed kind of flamboyantly, but equipped for travel in a way that suggests he actually is an adventurer and not just a posh idiot pretending to be an adventurer.
And I'm going to have
Sorry,
to
I
take...
disconnected. Oh, sorry. I disconnected for like the first 5 seconds of the introduction. What class were you?
Glamour bard.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm going to
I don't
take
know what.
2 minutes to use the bathroom. I'm sorry. I'll be right
We're
back.
good.
Mhm.
I will
Gotta
make
do it
more
now
tea.
or later.
I'm kind of envisioning like a David Bowie is what I'm getting from this whole thing.
I drew like a quick portrait if you like see the
Please.
characters.
Yes, let's see where.
It's kind of shit because I did it in like 5 minutes, but it gives you a basic impression.
Showing a photo, a drawing.
Wait, where do I need to look? What am I doing?
In the campaigns, there's like a list of characters, right?
Ah, okay.
Whereabouts?
Oh yeah, pretty snobby. Got big high cheekbones, very pointy ears.
Yeah, okay. Wait, no, like on D&D Beyond, right? And the campaigns.
Mm.
And,
Oh, yeah.
and the if you
Oh, I see,
campaign
yeah.
and then you
Oh, wait,
yeah,
no.
okay.
No, I've only got Gimbal, Hank, Desire, and Tricky Bob.
Oh, I guess you
Refresh,
can see it.
refresh.
I
Maybe
will
it's.
refresh. I will refresh right away.
I can see all your stats. I didn't know I could look at other people's stats.
Yes. The only thing I bring to this party
Holy
is the
crap! It has
ability to
plus everything. That's awesome.
the only thing I bring to this group is that I know detect magic, or the bask in my glory.
Excellent.
I had Maria drawing me up
We both
my
have
character
detect magic.
portrait.
What?
Maybe I'll do it this weekend. Maybe not. Who knows?
What's
Did you
going
say
on?
something?
I like
What have
Hanks,
I
the guy with
missed?
the pipe.
What have I missed? What have I missed?
Ah,
Oh,
not much.
we've started combat. We're gonna kill each other.
Yeah.
Excellent. PvP. Awesome. Right.
Oh,
you're
you
all
do
dead.
have detect magic. I guess I didn't need it then. Never mind.
Oh,
Whatever.
Who does? Who
You
does?
never have too much detect magic. Can you?
So
Can
I don't think arcane tricksters are ritual casters. Are they? I don't think so. Anyway, it's irrelevant. I made my decisions.
Cool. All right. So, you guys are standing around. Do you notice each other? She, he. You'll have to
He
figure.
looks very fancy, doesn't he? He looks well to do. Okay, well I'm
Posh.
gonna instantly like my eyes catch it. I walk over. It's like, very nice to meet you. I'm Gilbert Maybrook. You come with us? This caravan? You're going? Yes, you're coming. Good.
Pardon?
The caravan. Are you coming with the caravan? I'm Gimbal. And I put my hand out.
Right.
I shake the hand. Pleasure to meet you, Gimbal. My name is Lyrian. Yes, I will be coming with you, I believe. Are you the group that is the group of adventurers going towards okay, I need to see the Greymoor?
Yes.
I
Yes,
am
we
the
are.
subconscious speaking.
How did you know that? You wouldn't happen to be working for a certain group that isn't the red the
Ravens.
people. Red Ravens.
Yeah.
Pardon, I am not aware of a group by that name.
Okay. I'm gonna step back.
Why? Are you on the caravan going along? Are you traveling to Greymoor, or are you just accompanying us because
yes.
Gimbal made friends with you as he does?
Well, I like to consider everyone my friend unless proven otherwise. But aside from that, I do have business there. In fact, it relates to the recent events there, and I've been told that you fine folks are going towards Greymoor for the same reason.
We
So
have
at this
become
point,
wardens
Hank,
of Greymoor.
Hank sort of like shuffles in,
Oh yeah.
like, grabs your hand and like shies away. Very like he's not very. You can see he looks kind of unwell.
Are you all right?
No.
I see.
He's fine. He had a long night.
Ah,
Right. He did have a long night, I recall now.
We just had the letters, yeah, that we were wardens. We didn't get like a badge or anything.
No, you have a scroll and a scroll case, though.
Okay.
Scroll
so
case.
we like I
Yeah.
shake my scroll case. Like, yeah, we're wardens.
It's got like the seal of the premonstrator of the Council of High Wardens.
yes, I'll take out the scroll that I have that is similar and say, yes, as it happens, I have been blessed with the same opportunity, though all things considered, I would not prefer to go somewhere so cold, but alas, duty calls.
These guys, by the way, are wearing very warm-looking clothes.
Mine's
set.
very fancy, by the way. It's the
Fancy
top
f-
end first.
Fancy for a dwarf.
Approval. But still a dwarf.
Yes, are you here to investigate the hunting incidents, right?
Yes, that is what they were called.
Hmm.
A very unfortunate series of events, so I hear.
Must be some serious incidents if they're asking for more support.
I
We
feel a
must
bit hurt
not
by him. I
be
think we should bring this
satisfactory.
up. Yeah, we should bring this back up with him when we get back.
So you see the caravan begins to come down, winding down through from the Asterian gate across the bridge and further down into the Droob now. They cross the river and they come into this town square where you guys are at, next to the docks. All these ponies and horses, pack animals, about 20 other people floating around.
How big is it?
How big? What?
Yeah, like what are you talking about here? So is it like a series of caravans, carts and whatnot, or is it like one cart and a whole bunch of walking people?
3 wagons.
Yep.
And about 15 horses.
All right.
So, well, when I say horses, some of them are ponies, but yeah.
Who's leading this? Who's in charge? Can we
Well,
discern anyone?
You can. You see Mr. Billings come across and begins to talk to the foreman that you were speaking to yesterday, whose name I've misplaced presently, but I'll dig it up. In any case,
George Foreman.
Was he
George.
Mr. Billings? Who was Billings?
Mr. Billings is the guy in the caravan.
Oh, okay.
Who will you be going with? Okay. So Billings comes across to you guys. So you're prepared to go on to Ancorn then?
Of course, Mr. Billings. That's what you're paying us for.
All the way to Ancorn?
All the way to Ancorn.
Unless, of course, we find a quicker way to Greymoor.
Greymoor? That's not all the way to Ancorn.
How far is it?
It's most of the way to Ancorn.
Then you'll have us most of the way. Unless you can make it worth our while to have that little extra bit, that little extra most of the way.
Ah.
Or, like, well, what if we go with you to Ancorn, you lend us a few horses and a few of your men to take the horses back, and we use the horses to go back to Greymoor.
Yeah, we can talk about that on the way, but I was under the impression that you'd been hired to me for the entire journey. And we can talk about further reimbursement at the end and what kind of, if you want to hire horses from us from Ancorn, that's possible.
Would you have any sled dogs?
We do not have sled dogs.
Okay. All right. Just checking. I've heard about the sled dogs in the north.
Horse-sized snowshoes.
You want snowshoes now?
How do they deal with snow? Do they have snowshoes?
Well, Probably some of them do, but they're, maybe the tribes do, the barbarians and what have you. These people are city people. They're not really into snowshoes. They have roads. You're going to be using the roads, the highway north.
So how long should this take us by your best guess?
Oh, trip to Ancon. 10 weeks.
10 weeks. Oof, oof. My goodness.
How
Have
long
you-
is it going to take us to get to Greymore?
Please say like 10 and up, 9.5.
Greymore. Probably 8 weeks.
Have you made this trip many times
okay.
in your life? You seem like a
Four.
wizard, old man.
4 times
got-
in the past, I have made this journey.
I'd like to pass the cantrip message and message all of my little friends in quiet, which I have. I'd like to say,
All these
let's
guys.
just ditch this dude at Greymore. Doesn't really matter. Don't
I've gotta-
reply out loud, by the way.
I'm gonna turn to Hank. Like if he's behind me, I just go to Ankmore.
All right.
Yep, definitely all the way to Ankmore.
Mm-hmm.
In your
Ank-
experience,
Ankhorn.
Ankon.
Yeah, Greyhorn, Grey more,
Yeah,
Grey
now
Ank.
there is a map in your shared folder. Just
Okay.
reminding you that you can look at that.
Do we have enough rations to last us the entire
think-
trip, or do we
I
have to
think they
make
cover it.
stopovers?
I think they cover the food.
Yeah,
the
the
Or do we have to
food-
stop at any points?
You will be stopping at a number of points along the way to
All
get
right,
to Greymore.
Mr. Billy, are there any news on the roads? Any dangers we should be aware of? Have you heard anything?
Oh, there's always bandits. One must be aware of them. Yes, yes,
Good
I mean,
hunting.
that's why we're here, right?
yes.
Anyone
indeed.
to back us up, or it's just us? 1, 2,
It's
3,
just
4,
you.
5.
5 of you should be enough. We have a few spears among our men.
5 sounds
We're,
good.
we're pretty good.
There would be another 5 fighting men among us, I would say. He points at a couple of people, and you see there's like a couple of old men and a couple of very youngish men, and nobody that looks particularly useful, experienced, or hardy. But hey, people that could literally lift up a spear could do that. So you guys are clearly the most sort of well-armed and prepared members of this caravan.
Do we get horses? Or are we on the caravans?
Are
I mean,
you-
it would make sense to have horses. Then we can do perimeter. We can do perimeter searches. We can be ready.
Oh, if you want horses, I can point you to the stable down that way. You can buy a horse. I can get you a discount even.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
happy to walk amongst the rabble. If you want a horse,
I'm
dip
very
into
excited.
your own pool.
Yep,
Gimbal.
I'm very excited about the discount he's offered. How much discount we talking? How much for a good
Oh,
horse?
for a
For a decent
riding
horse.
horse, I think I can get you a riding horse for 40 gold.
Yep.
She'll-
Okay. Cool.
right then.
I go with Billings
You
to get
got
a
40
horse.
gold?
I have the guy gave us 300, didn't he?
He did.
I have. Oh, it says I only have 17 gold, so I haven't updated that.
All right.
But
Well, the
yes,
The 300 is like that was per player or for the group now?
can someone hand me 3 gold? I've got 17 plus the 30 for this job, so I can cover it.
I'll give you. I'll loan you. I'll spot you this
Loan
one
me
time.
3 gold. Yeah, 3 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I
But
borrow 3 gold.
And once we make this, you pay me back 5.
Okay, I'm keen with that. But no compact, no like interest. Or it's 5. It's 5 when I've got it.
Yep, it's 5 when you got it. It's fine.
Solid deal. Done.
Hey Russell,
Okay.
where's the map of this journey we're on?
Okay, let's have a look here.
Yeah, I get to content management, but I can't see anything in here.
Oh,
Oh, it's on. Is it on Discord?
That's
No,
on
it's
the
no,
on the
it's
Google Drive.
Google Drive.
I'm on the maps. I'm just looking at of the 10 that we got there. I see Greymore, but I don't want to spoil the town for myself.
Right.
should we?
Is it the
Don't-
Northern
spoil it if we Look
Skyreach?
at Greymore.
Yeah, look at the Northern Skyreach.
Okay, that's the one. Okay.
Which I will flick into the general chat.
Cool. Got it.
is my Northern Sky Regions map. There it is. Right, yes.
All right, Billings, can you talk us through what our route is going to be?
And he does. He describes to you this rather long, tedious journey that's going to wind its way up through all of these trading posts and towns. You're going to go through the upper lands of the Moldrayan Protectorate until you get to Balkanard. Then from Balkanard, you're going to take the High Brook, sorry, the pass that goes across the mountains into the Frostmoors, and then descend into the Frostmoors on the other side, go through Greymoor and travel to Ankhorn.
Yes, to Ancon.
Yes, which is in the far north.
Ancorn.
Right. That's the plan.
Yep.
The most dangerous place is apparently the mountains, because potentially there are Goliath there. And wolves and things, but everywhere else you could potentially run into anything from orcs to bandits, or even bandit orcs. Right. Or worse, bandit orcs riding Goliaths.
I'm just a simple city boy. I've never stepped foot too far from Vangate. This is all pretty intimidating to me, so I'm just trying to.
You had to look at the drow hole.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna pretend like I know what I'm doing. That's right. And that little trip south we took was the furthest I ever went.
Yes.
So this is all gonna be news to me. But I put on a brave face.
All right. Well,
All right.
we're gonna do a little travel montage now.
Does anyone care for music?
Yeah.
Music.
What do you play?
Oh, I can play several instruments. I'm keen
I
on
dibs flute.
Pardon?
I've got a flute.
can
I
play the-
dibs flute. I will join you with my flute. I'm not very good though.
Oh, well, I can play it as well. I actually have one with me, but I prefer the lyre.
I'll jump on with my trumpet and really blast the microphone.
I just, you bring it out and I just wince, but I say nothing.
Right. So you can make an insight check if you like, Hank.
All right, I will.
All right, I will.
Make an insight check.
Make an insight check.
All right. I'm going to use one of my special new little click clacks. Labradorite. Don't you know?
I do have a question, actually, Tim.
Hmm.
It has come to my attention that your character has 19 dexterity.
Jesus.
Oh, I do too.
How?
Yeah.
How does
hang
that
on.
work?
I think it's half elves. I think half elves have a thing where they can put into. Hang on. There's got to be a way I can
You're
check.
a wood elf. I'm
Is
a
it
half
a-
elf.
Wood elf. Sorry, hang on. I don't know because all I did was do the character build thing. How do I? Can I
Oh.
see like how it was built?
Well,
I'll go, hang on one sec. Let me go edit character. I'm
there's
sure I
only
can prove this.
So many ways that it can happen.
I can prove this. Just wait.
I
Hang on.
think
Here we
when
go.
you make it in D&D Beyond, and if you're putting in your stats from the original sheet that you had, you do get bonuses for your race and your class as well. So I had to modify my ones
Right.
down to get the ones I actually had on the sheet.
Right. That could be it.
Yes.
Right. Because I gave you guys sheets originally, and if you just typed in those numbers directly, it would have added your racial bonuses on top
I
of
used the
Yep.
I used the when I redid it because I couldn't figure that part out. I used the standard array.
them. Okay, so you need to use point by.
So I had manual rolled. No, I did do. I had 17 dex manual rolled from my character sheet. Okay, that's why. Hang on. Can I swap to standard array? I'll redo this.
You did a manual roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I did do what was on the sheet.
Dirty
Okay, one
old
sec.
Tim.
Hey,
Well,
can
I
you guys hear me
didn't
all right?
mean to.
Dirty old Tim. Yeah.
I'm fixing it. I'll do I'm swapping to standard array and I'll re-roll these.
No
Let's see.
worries. Thank you,
Shane,
Tim.
Can you guys hear me all
Only
right?
15. Oh, that's so low.
That's
Yeah, we
it.
can hear you.
You're a little bit quieter than everyone else, but I wonder if I can make you louder, actually.
Well, no, I should just put my damn headset on. It's just not a very good headset, that's all.
Is strength needed for a ranger?
You know,
Is it
depends.
good?
Sometimes
Like-
when you're using swords, it's needed.
No. Okay, constitution, strength.
Constitution, smootion.
It's useful. More health. I'm not very. I would put charisma at lowest.
Charisma.
Charisma. Sorry, charisma. Charisma. Wisdom. Can't tell if I'm more wise than smart.
Bask in my performance check.
What's yours?
What was your performance check?
Oh, I just rolled it in the window.
I'm looking at something else.
I
a
forgot
second.
how to get to that. Where's
Uh,
the log?
the window, the log. If you go to your
There it
character
is. Yeah,
sheet,
found it.
Okay, all set. We're good. We're good.
What is your performance check? Oh, an 18. Okay, so Lyrian is playing the most wonderful lyre music,
Very peaceful.
very peaceful, in accompaniment with your flute, I take it.
Yep.
Gimbal. So
I
Gimbal,
got
you
that
can
flute.
make a
My
performance
insight
check. Yep. Yes. You
Oh,
need to
good.
make
I have
an-
-1 performance checks. This will be great.
Oh no.
Oh, this is going to be amazing.
Yes.
Oh, so this
Smashed
is
it.
right. So it's totally discordant. This very
It's
Wait, do you
grating.
actually
I
have?
pull out my recorder.
Time out for a second. Are you actually proficient in this?
No, God, no. Oh no, wait. Hang on. No, I think I was. I was because they allow you one instrument, right?
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, having an
Right.
instrument and
You
having
can choose.
proficiency
Yeah, you
is
can choose in your
is
toolkit.
different.
How do you find out if you have a proficiency in an instrument? Someone
Well,
help.
Well, what
What's
are you? You're
your-
a ranger.
hmm
What's your background?
Yeah.
I am an outlander.
There's no way you have an instrument.
They gave me an instrument. I'm sure.
They might
Just
have given
because
you
you
an
ha-
instrument as part of your
Doesn't
as
I
part
can
of your
still play
equipment.
it?
It might
I
be
can
in your
still
equipment.
play the instrument.
It's
Just
actually
because
like
you
a
have
third whistle
something
that
doesn't mean you
he's-
have proficiency with it.
I feel like Leary would have said this to Gimbal, and I've just kind of like put the flute away.
See,
Just-
what Gimbal has is enthusiasm for the things that he likes to do. He
I will-
might not
okay,
be
yeah.
great at them, but he's
I
goddamn, he's trying his hardest.
I
You've just-
politely do not comment on your flute
No,
playing.
no. I put it
So-
away.
So,
Oh,
Lyrian, you can make an insight check to see whether you notice that you've just crushed his soul.
How would I crush his soul? I didn't comment on it.
He felt it.
Mm.
I can see he felt it.
Fine.
Hank, you're making an insight
Devastating.
check too, right?
I don't know what's wrong with him.
You don't know? How convenient. Lyrian
Come on,
gets a
there's gotta
5
be a
on
way.
insight. Okay.
Are you all right?
Oh yes, no, I definitely don't have proficiency in it. There we go.
Okay.
I have athletics, nature, and survival.
You seem distressed. Are you all right?
Perfectly fine. And I kick my horse and like ride forward and out to like do a little survey.
Okay. Okay. So you can make a wisdom perception check while you ride out ahead.
hmm
All right. So long story short, you guys head out of town,
Oh,
out
wow.
of Vangate. What are you all wowing about?
he just did
19.
a very good wisdom
Oh,
check.
wisdom check. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Well, with that wisdom check, you notice that the guards of Vangate are they seem to be quite happy to take people's money to let them in certain parts of the city. Certain gates, the gate that you're leaving as you guys are going out, you see them actually literally taking bribes from a small group of traders to go in through the side gate. But in any case, that's not really the thrust of all of this. Getting back to the point, long story short, you head out of the city and you head north, and many weeks pass on the road, and it's progressively getting colder and colder until eventually you get to the northern sky reaches, and you largely pass without incident. I mean, there might be a few small incidences and taverns and things along the way, but nothing of any great consequence until eventually you get to Balkanard. And then you head out of Balkanard after about a night there. You finally fill your bellies with a hot meal, and it's the best night that you've had for a while. You may have even had a bit to drink that night. It's up to you. Does anyone want to make a constitution check if they chose to drink?
I did not choose to drink.
Where is this stop, by the way?
Balkanard. It's in the northern sky reaches.
And it's like a tavern.
Yeah, it's a tavern. Yeah,
Can I play?
you can play.
Neat.
Neato. I'm waiting for the check to
No, 1
roll.
second. I'm checking my whatchamacallit. Yeah, okay. There we go. See how this goes.
So con save of 10 for Gimbal Moonbrook.
Not bad.
Yeah,
I didn't get I wasn't like going on a bender,
yeah.
to be
You-
fair.
You're not sick. You're not throwing up, and you're not at disadvantage. You're not suffering from the poisoned condition.
Thank you.
All right. So certainly not by the next day. You might have been that night, but the next day you're okay. So by the
Meanwhile, I
time you
roll
hit
my
the-
face on my
When I was
subclass
Pissing around
feature.
with my headphones. Did Gimbal have some booze?
I did. I went for it.
Gimbal?
Yeah.
So the question was, did you drink
Did you what?
two, Hank, at the tavern in Balconard, the Balconard Arms?
Oh, we are at the tavern.
Well,
Yes.
you were the night
You were.
before, so I'm just
Oh,
trying to
okay.
figure out whether or not to be giving people disadvantage and things and poison conditions
Just
for
say no.
Oh, did I have some
traveling the
booze?
last leg.
That's the question that
That's the
you've got to
question
answer.
that you need to answer that question.
I did not. I definitely did not have any booze.
All right, very good.
In fact, I may have had like an ale, but I just pretended to drink it so as not to lose face.
Mm.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, that sounds reasonable. All right, so the following day, you start heading up into the pass, up into the mountains, and the weather is now closing in, and it's getting cold, and so is the mist. Now you can all make perception checks, please. Everybody can make a perception check. And Mr. Billings is riding along next to you.
19.
Nice.
You can hear wolves howling in the distance.
16.
What does Mr. Billings look like? Does he look like he's afraid or?
He looks up at the sound of the wolves, and he kind of looks over at you and tightens his gambeson a little and straightens up his jacket. And says,
Okay.
"Oh, should be prepared for some trouble. It looks like."
And I
So
said,
I
Mr.
do
Billings,
the
are we
same. I sort of
transporting
like
meat?
straighten myself and like, look at him, like do the same thing, like, because I'm kind of new to this whole wolves thing. So I'm just sort of
So
emulating what I think people should think I'm looking like.
right. So, Tim, in answer to your question and some other information there, over the period that you've been traveling so far, which is about 7 weeks, basically at this point, you've come to realize that there's various things that they're carrying, that they're trading, everything from clothes to, furs. Well, they're more interested in buying furs actually at this end of the trip, and then taking them back. But they're selling meat and other food and vegetables and things that they can't acquire up here. Even things like nails and little pieces of silver trinkets and stuff like that, paper, ink, all sorts of things.
Okay, so it's legitimate. It's legitimate trading. It's
But,
good, honest.
They're buying and selling as they go.
Yes.
So that's like just a mass caravan, or is there any one big bit of cargo that we've been particularly?
It's a big caravan. There's a number of different people, a number of different. They've picked up a couple of other mercenaries along the way who have come and gone. But at this point, you're back to you guys.
Do I notice the wolves?
What did you roll?
12.
12. You can choose to notice the wolves if you want.
I draw my bow.
All right, sort of casually, or
Yeah, casually.
have you knocked an arrow at this point, or
Not yet, no.
Okay, cool. All right, and as you start heading up further and further, I'm going to ask you what kind of order you guys are in.
So we're
Oh,
all in the
oh,
same
yeah.
caravan?
Well, I have a horse, so I think I'm
Oh.
riding at front.
You're at
I'll
the
be up the
front.
front with the driver.
Okay, the front.
I'll
the
ride
front
shotgun.
driver.
Hmm,
Okay.
I'll just sit in the back.
So when we say caravan,
cargo.
we are talking about like several wagons, multiple horses,
Right.
right?
Okay.
Okay, and at this point, they're moving at like foot traffic speed, about as fast as a person can walk, because a lot of people are on foot.
Yeah, I'm with
Walking
the
alongside the-
walking with the general rabble.
Right.
Prefer to
You're in
walk.
the middle.
You're in the middle as well. All right. Very good. Did anyone say they were at the back?
I was at the back in
They
the
were at the
cargo.
back. Okay. All right. It's getting very freaking cold as you wind your way up into the Frostmoor Pass, and you can make perception checks again.
Ooh.
7.
18.
18.
Again,
10 for me.
12.
12.
All right. Gimbal.
Mm.
Actually, Josiah, that 19 was from 4 minutes ago, wasn't it? Okay, so that was the last check.
That was, yeah, when the wolves initially appeared.
All right.
He's very aware of the wolves.
All right.
I'm terrified. I've got no idea what a wolf actually looks like.
Gimbal, from your position at the front on the horse,
Mhm.
you see a silhouette up among the white sheet of blanket mist that's hanging over this crevasse that you are sort of winding your way up into. And the silhouette is very strange indeed. It looks like a figure riding something, but the thing that it's riding might even be a wolf. It's quite bizarre. There's this long spear with a wicked looking head on the end of it, and some strange looking helmet that this creature is wearing.
Okay. I'll put my arm up to like stop the caravan.
All right, they start to slow down, and you hear
And-
everybody sort of start. What is it? What is it? Mr. Billings comes trotting up. What have you found, sir?
It looks not good. I would say bandits.
That
I would
figure
say
has disappeared by now, by the way.
definitely bandit. Definitely saw someone. I know I saw someone. He was up there and he was on a wolf and he looked gross.
Gimbal, aren't you a ranger?
Yes, I am.
Should you do some tracking then?
I mean, I can go ahead and track, but if I do, I want someone to come with me.
Okay.
I don't think we should.
Look, we can't abandon the caravan as well.
No,
I'm on a
this is-
horse.
this
I
is
mean, I'm
our
on a
job.
horse.
You go, you
Okay,
know,
look,
50,
I'll be right.
50 feet ahead.
Okay, I'll say fine, and I like whip the horse and I start.
You
to
look
move forward.
around and you realize that the caravan is being fired upon from above by arrows, and there's already about 4 people dead.
Oh, I guess
Oh,
that solves
no.
that one.
There's arrows stuck in the wheels of the carts right now.
Can I
moved
see?
to
And can I
height.
see anyone I can hit?
Can you see anyone that you can hit? You can see a couple of figures that are ducking and diving with half cover up among the rocks.
I'm taking a
Are
shot.
there any trees around?
Not really.
Right,
But
are they
how
all
Far,
attacking from
how
one
far
side?
up there? How far up there are they?
100 feet.
Are they all there? So they're all attacking from one side of the caravan?
Seem to be
Okay, I'm
the
gonna
high side of the pass, the high side of the road. One side
run back to the general rabble of the people, telling them to get down and get behind the caravans.
Okay, I'm going to get everyone to roll initiative.
Does my cart have any windows or anything like that? Am I aware of what's going on?
It's not there's
screaming.
no cover. It's a wagon.
Ah, okay, same people.
Oh, I thought they were covers.
Yeah, I thought it was like
Like the old timey
No,
Yeah.
it's not the
fancy,
17th century.
yeah.
It's like think of it.
right.
It's like the 6th century.
Okay.
all
Rolled a
right.
9,
Roll a 9. All right.
same as
Like-
Tricky Bob.
Yeah, I got 9 too.
All right. Hold on a second. I just have to change which campaign this encounter is in. Dun, dun, dun. It's you guys.
I got higher decks than you, I imagine. So
Here we go. All right.
Oh, do you have alert?
Fuck me days. Is this bullshit?
Wait, no, you're a swashbuckler, of course. Okay.
aha.
Edit.
Swashbucklers are just so overloaded.
So you guys have got all your initiatives ready to go, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. All right. And Hank, what's your initiative?
8.
Josiah, what's your initiative?
9.
Gimbal,
12.
Tricky Bob,
9.
Lyrian,
12.
you guys suck at initiative.
Wait, no, not 12. Sorry, it's 10. It's
Oh,
10. I
10.
looked at the wrong one. Yes.
Even better.
Yes.
Awesome.
It's
Okay.
it's such as life, you know. What can you
Alright.
do?
Right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Josiah,
Hi.
what's your armor class?
My armor class is 14.
14, you say? 14.
I hear thumping.
You are hit with a javelin.
Ah,
You take, lucky for you, 3 piercing damage from a javelin.
I am struck, but it is only
A
yay
flesh
deep
wound?
in my flesh.
Yes. Tricky Bob, a short bow arrow comes flying towards you. What's your armor class?
16.
16. Really? Only 16?
Only.
What the hell is
Pretty
your,
high.
but you're like a cleric, badass
Yeah.
cleric. You should have like 19 armor class, shouldn't you?
She's new to the whole cleric game.
Yeah, I'm wearing like leather armor or something because I didn't get the memo.
Oh yeah, they didn't. You didn't go to the seminar where they told you to bring a shield.
Yeah.
Do you have a
And a
shield?
warhammer and
Actually,
a god.
is your
A
shield
god
equipped?
saber.
Oh
Is your
yeah,
shield-
actually, let's see if
I
I
thought you
equip
had-
my.
I thought you had other armor in your character sheet as well, to be honest.
Oh, so I recreated because my original character sheet had AC of 16, so I only have chainmail on to get AC of 16.
Right. So you have chainmail with an armor to get an AC of 16, but then if you had a shield, you would have an AC of 18.
I did not have shield on my original character sheet, but I can get
You could
one.
have one.
Go on, budget.
I'm not going to
How do
complain.
how do I add equipment?
Well, you can go to the equipment manager thing.
Oh, manage equipment. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, and then you can search for a
weapon.
shield and just click add, and then you have to make sure that you're actually using it in the
Yeah, got
D&D
it
Beyond
equipped.
thing. Cool.
Um,
All right, in which case, presently an arrow strikes your shield, barely hitting the rim of it. It would have been your eye. It's very close to where your eyes would have been.
Neat.
These look like strange arrows too. They're very primitive looking arrows. What have you guys fought so far in this campaign? I'm trying to recall just off the top of my head.
Elves. Dark
Blackguards.
elves, blackguards.
Black elves.
Like, was there
and
a
the spidery
cave?
thing, right?
We killed a drow. We
Yeah.
killed the drow. We fought a drow.
Drow queen.
yeah.
Dry, yeah,
And,
Dryder. Yeah.
tried it, and
And
Right.
we got a halfling real drunk.
yeah, we did.
That
we did.
counts. That
Yeah.
counts for the most. Okay, cool. All right, Gimbal, it's your turn. What are you doing?
How's the cliff looking? Scalable, or is there a way to get up there to fight them?
Scalable
Or
on hands and knees.
on hands and knees? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it. You as you're a wood elf, right?
Mm.
Yeah, pretty dexterous. Not quite as dexterous as you thought you were, but you're pretty dexterous.
I'm good with athletics. I'm good at athletics. Proficient.
You could make an athletics check to run up the side here to try and get closer to one of these guys. if you wanted
First,
to.
I'm gonna. My bow's 150 range.
Right.
So
So
are
they
there
in
two?
range.
Are there two? Can I see two of these guys roughly close together?
Close together.
Like, would they be hiding behind the same boulder, or are they like side by side?
Yeah,
raining
you
down?
could. You see two hiding behind the same boulder.
All
Yeah.
right, cool. So I'm gonna take a shot, and I'm gonna use Horde Breaker,
Mhm.
which means I get to shoot both if they're next to each other.
Yeah. Okay.
And does that mean do I roll 2 attacks for that? When you make an attack, you make another attack. Yes. Okay.
Right, and they get the one of them is going to have half cover, which will give them like a +2 to armor class, I think.
Okay.
The first one pops out to shoot you. You see him. You fire. Roll to hit.
Go. 9.
You miss. Okay. Never mind. Second guy. Using your
Second go.
Horde Breaker attack.
Better.
That's better. Does that hit him? Let me tell you in one moment. That misses.
Damn it. Okay, and then I
Cool.
attempt to scale the cliff.
Okay, so you're going to use your movement and you're going to make an athletics check, please, to close.
Hey.
21. All right. You rapidly ascend and you manage to find a rock behind which you can take either 3/4 cover or half cover, depending on what you want.
Half cover. Stop being
Alright.
greedy.
All right, cool. A goblin, which is what these creatures are, takes a shot at Hank.
Ah.
Hank, what's your armor class? I suspect you're about to take it in the
My armor class is 14.
14. Yeah,
That's so
hits
squishy.
you. Hits you. Oh, you are very lucky to take only 3 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
Lyrian.
So how far are we? How far are we away from the bottom of the cliff, and how high is the cliff?
Well, it's kind of a sloping thing. So the cliff
okay.
itself, there is a bit of a cliff, but it's only about 20, 30 feet. But then it goes down to a scree and slippery stones and dirt and snow that just slides down into the mist below you at this point. You can't even see how far down that goes. And you can only see less than 100, well, about 100 feet up. And when you see these figures, they are essentially just silhouettes.
Right. But they are clumped together mostly.
Well, there's a couple of clumps.
Okay. Is there like a main clump?
Not really. They're spread out.
Okay. Spread out. Spread out like what sort of distance?
20 feet between them.
Oh, perfect then. Okay. I'm going to walk a little bit closer to them so I can
So
get
this is
with.
going uphill on scree, so you will need to make an athletics check.
I just want to get like 10 feet forward.
Okay.
I still need to check for just that.
No, you can do that.
Okay. So I can get within range to cast sleep on the
Okay.
clump of people.
All right. How many hit points worth of sleep do you roll?
Let's see. Does it let me roll? Oops. Does it let me roll in this? Does it let me roll? This is really odd. Why won't it let me just roll it?
Well, if you could figure out how many dice you need to roll for it, you could just
Yeah, I
use
need
the
to roll
dice roller on the bottom left corner of D&D.
Yeah, I just
Beyond.
need to roll 5d8s.
Yeah, just pop that open and do a manual clickage.
That's the bottle of wine if you want a bit.
25. Okay,
So
so
starting at the lowest hit points when they start falling asleep.
yep. Okay.
I'm not sure how many I could get, but it should be fairly obvious if they just like fall unconscious.
I don't know. Give me one. Okay.
Okay, so 3 of them go to sleep and start tumbling down the scree towards you. They're just rolling down the hill in your direction.
Like hobbling. Are they gathering moss?
Yeah, they gather no moss. For like
A rolling
st-
goblin gathers no
rolling-
moss.
That's right. They gather no moss. And as they're coming down, one of the other goblins pokes his head out from behind the rock. And you see he's got a much bigger helmet on than the others, and he's wearing heavier armor than the others. And he calls out, "Roar!" And they start charging down the hill at you.
Hey, wait, was it
drawing
not my turn still?
scimitars. It is your turn still.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
it's
that's
just
cool. You have a bonus action?
Okay. Yes, I'm spending. Can I not? Okay, whatever. I don't know how I can show everyone this. I don't think I can.
You can share
yeah,
your screen.
Oh, that is true. I can share my screen. Share screen. Oh boy. Okay. You guys.
I have a black screen right now.
Yeah, me too.
Jeez. I just black screened myself. Maybe I shouldn't share my screen.
There's a little gray screen on the
There we go,
corner.
there we go.
Now we can see your
Oh
character
no!
sheet.
Oh no! Okay. I need to stop this. My computer's freaking out.
Okay.
Okay. That was
fun.
Paint us a word picture.
okay. Look, I'll just copy paste it.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Ranger already started running up, so the rest of you, that being, I think
Mr.
that's-
Ranger.
Yes, I can't remember the name. So that being Hank, Josiah, and Tricky Bob. Right? Yeah. Okay. I'm spending a bardic inspiration. I look cooler. Yeah.
What's your charisma
Uh,
modifier?
+3, of course.
+3.
So 3 of you. You get 5 temp HP, and if you want, you can use your reaction to move up half your speed if you want to go goblin chasing.
Okay.
Nice. So do we know who got that? So we have the ranger.
No, I think I was too far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assumed
we
you
can
got
add-
I
it too
jumped up
far
the.
up.
Oh.
I started
So
running
it'll
up the
be
cliff.
Hank, Tricky Bob, and Josiah then, I assume.
Yes.
So 5 extra HP.
5 extra hit
5
points.
temp
Oh, yep.
HP.
And a speed modifier, right?
Tim.
No. So 5 temp HP,
Yeah.
and right now they can use they can use their reaction to move up to their speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Right.
Oh, okay, right.
That's
So
cool.
yeah,
So they can
if you
escape
wanna-
if they have to.
or I was going for you can start running at goblins.
Right.
Yeah. Wait, how far away am I from the goblins if I'm at the last card?
Similar distance because they're spread out along the ridge
Okay,
above you.
right.
So it's about 100 feet.
Okay. I march up towards them.
This is using your
with my
reaction to
reaction?
do this.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, that's your action, and you're using your 30. Well, what are you? You're a dwarf, so 25
No,
feet
that's
movement plus
yeah, her
Yeah,
reaction
25.
on my turn.
on
Yeah.
your
So
turn.
is it
On
only
my
on this
turn.
turn that we get it?
Yeah, you can do it right now.
But only now?
Yes, only right now.
Okay, then yeah, I also react to it and start marching alongside.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. All right, so you guys move up. Lyrian, do you have any other actions that you want to take right
No,
now?
I'm staying here.
Okay, Josiah, it's your actual turn now.
Okay, so how far between? So I'll 30 feet up to the scree now, or
You are 30 feet up on the scree. Yeah,
and then if I want to move any further, it's an
acrobatics check. Yeah.
Acrobatics.
Oh, sorry, athletics.
Flip my way up there.
Yeah. Well, you can choose which one you
I
want
can
to
never
use.
tell, yeah.
Actually, you can either use acrobatics or athletics.
All right. Well, yeah, I want to close this gap as well. So let's roll a athletics.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Athletics check. It's still
Oh, that's
rolling
just
over
a
here.
6. Yeah,
Just a 6.
just a
Oh,
6.
okay. You take a few steps and you're finding that you just keep sliding. The position where you are is just all very scree-like and slippery. You're not getting very far anytime soon. So after a few attempts at that, using up half of your movement, I'll say, you might choose to stop. I don't know.
Okay.
You still have an action and a bonus action if you want
Yep.
to use them.
So how visible am I? Have I gained their attention?
You are out in the open.
Okay.
So
And
melee,
how
sorry.
deep is a scree?
Oh, it's not particularly deep. It's just particularly slippery.
Okay. All right. All right. So there goes my idea of diving into it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna dive and try and cover myself in a little bit of scree to
For camouflage?
yeah, for camouflage.
Okay. You're not a wood elf, though, are you?
No, I'm a half elf.
Do you have Mask of the Wild?
No.
Okay. You can make a stealth check.
Yep.
The disguise kit.
He puts on a mustache.
I think it's, yeah.
Yeah, the one with the nose and the.
And the glasses.
Okay, that's a 14. I was so close to a 1.
It's a 14. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say you managed to use the scree to get to behind a rock that's big enough to cover your body.
Okay, all right, good. And then I'll just like to lie in wait for them to draw a little closer.
All right. So at this point, they are charging down the hill in your direction. Right,
Goblin
Tricky
bowling.
Bob, it's your actual turn now.
Alrighty. So how far away am I from these guys?
How far away?
Or
100 feet.
100
Oh,
feet.
minus what was your movement on your last
25.
25? Okay. All right. So
75 feet
75
then.
feet. Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't leave me with much to do. Wow, it doesn't leave me with much at all. I'll use. I'll walk up 25 feet again.
All right.
Yep. Do I need to do athletics?
Yep.
Yeah. Um. Shocking.
Uh-oh.
I'm tripping out from this camera. Are you guys sit next to each other, or on the other side of each other?
Not even close. He's like on the other side over there.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I might be getting a reflection though.
So
So what happens with my
An 8 acrobat athletics, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Not going anywhere very fast. It's a bit too steep, and they're firing arrows down at your charges, i.e., the civilians are taking heavy casualties around you right now. You're seeing them dropping like flies from goblins' arrows.
How many civilians do we have with us, roughly?
There was about 20. There's about 12 left.
Hmm.
There's
Maybe
an-
someone should go down and direct the civilians to hide behind the carts, something like that.
Shut
Can
up.
I? Okay, I can slide down the scree.
Yep.
Am I still allowed to do that?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to slide down the scree and I'm going to run up to the carts and I'm going to start directing all the civilians to be like, hide behind them,
All
hide
right.
away from the arrows.
Very good. So you start doing that. Very nice.
So I'm out of combat. Wait, am I out of combat? No, I'm still getting
Well,
fired
you're
at.
still technically in combat, but you're not taking any combat action. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have any range attacks or range spells or anything
They're
like
like
that?
60 feet.
Right.
So
Okay.
not much I can do here.
All right. Well, at this point, oddly enough, as I said, the goblins have started charging down the hill, drawing their scimitars. So the next
many of them
round,
are
they will be
charging?
in range for you. Okay, how many of them are charging? I think I heard was the question.
Yes.
There is 3 that are asleep, so they're not charging so much as rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 others that you can see charging.
Okay.
And behind them all, you can see one sitting up the back at the very top in silhouette, sitting on a wolf or something like a wolf, possibly a warg. Yeah. Okay, so it was Tricky Bob, right? Goblins attacking. Another civilian is dead.
Oh no.
Arrow flies past you, Hank. Another arrow flies past Josiah. And Hank, it is your turn.
So these goblin fellas, they're
Yep.
heading down towards us from the left, the right, or directly in center.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
They're sort
Okay.
of spread out across
Now
in
this
front of you.
old mate on the warg, right?
Yep.
Or warg.
Yep.
The what could be perceived as the leader.
Yeah.
How far away is he?
He's the furthest. He's at the very edge of the range. He's like at 100 feet.
About 100 feet.
Yeah.
All right. So
And
I'm gonna get out
he
my
has
short
sort of a
bow.
light mist covering, so there's a little bit of cover from that.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm going to draw my short bow and I'm going to take shot at him.
All right. Roll to hit.
Yeah. That's a 14 plus 5. So it's 19.
19. That does hit.
Very good.
Very nice.
And I do 1d6 plus 3. 9 damage.
Wow. Okay.
That was a 6, by the way.
he calls out and blasts on a horn. The guys that are charging down the hill continue to charge down the hill, just so you know. All right. A goblin comes near you, Josiah. Now you are behind a rock right now,
I am.
and he comes spinning around the corner. What's your armor class again?
14.
Misses you. All right. One of the heavy goblins comes charging down towards Gimbal. Swings at you, Gimbal, with a scimitar and misses, but he takes another attack at you. What's your armor class, Gimbal?
14 when I did my shield out. Oh, but +2 for partial cover.
+2 for partial cover. There's only applies to ranged attacks, that isn't it?
Nuts. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so. Because he's down by you now. He's
Mm.
actually within your space or next to your space.
Did he have to do athletics check though to run down the street and get to me?
Of course. Of course.
Fine.
You'd even think that I wouldn't. That's just rude.
All right, what's he get? What's he do? What's
You take
get me for?
5 points of slashing damage.
Nuts.
All right. Another civilian is down. So what are we at? 9 civilians
No.
left.
These guys are
Another
just sitting
civilian
ducks.
Is down.
Yeah, they're not covering behind the carts.
These goblins are shooting through the wheels.
Can we res any of? Oh, yeah. Oh,
I-
shit. Yep.
Right, back to the top
What
of
was
the
it all
round.
about, Gimbal?
I'll shout it
all
on my
that?
turn. I'll shout it on my turn. Got a plan. I've got a scheme.
A what do you call it? Javelin comes flying down in the direction of Josiah. Josiah's not there, so he doesn't know, but it's going to miss him. We can tell him that when he
He
arrives.
doesn't notice the javelin anyway.
Yeah,
He's looking the other way.
Josiah, you don't notice. Josiah, you don't notice the javelin's just stuck in the ground next to you from up above.
You don't see it.
Focused on the
Don't worry
man in
about
front of me. Yeah.
Right, then we skip 2 goblins because they're actually asleep.
Do
Gimbal,
they snore?
they do
Righty.
not.
So
do
I'm
not
going to
snore.
turn back and shout, "Tip the cart" at Tricky Bob. Tip. So like
Tip the
tip.
cart.
Yeah, tip the carts. Tip the
Oh,
carts.
yep.
And I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Gimbal, you can have inspiration for thinking of tipping the cart.
Thank you. That's all
Right,
right.
Hunter's
Cut.
Mark.
And I'm going to take I'm going to draw my short sword
Mhm.
and drop my bow, draw my short sword, try to grab my shield if I can.
Yep.
And take a swing at the one in front of me.
All right, roll to hit.
18.
That hits.
Ooh,
Nice.
yeah.
And 1d6 plus 3. Plus 3, 5. And Hunter's Mark is. How do I hit with Hunter's Mark? There it is.
I think it does an extra D6
1d6.
damage. Yeah.
So 9.
Okay. Whereabouts do you hit him with your short sword?
In the arm that he's holding his weapon.
Right. So you just sever his arm completely. His weapon falls to the snow with the rest of his arm. He looks down, his blood comes gushing out, and his eyes roll back in shock, and he passes out and falls to the ground. And he rolls down the hill.
Oh, good. I cackle with glee.
All right. You cackle with glee. Excellent. All right. So the next guy is asleep. Lyrian, we're back to you.
Damn it, I keep accidentally clicking on the
You're
wrong
back.
parts of the character sheet. Okay, so 3 unconscious ones, there's a dead one, the top guy took a hit. And okay. Oh, where's the closest goblin to me that's not asleep?
Oh, charging down the hill. He's about 15 feet from you right now. He makes his athletics check.
All right. I'll just walk up to him and stab him in
Okay.
the face.
In the face with your sword.
Rapier. Yeah.
right.
Sorry, it's not a rapier. It's
It's your
it's
finesse elven blade.
it's my something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Figure it out.
It's an elven longsword.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll rename it afterwards when I figure out.
Oh, that's a 19, which that's
Alright.
very nice. Very nice. You hit. We'll have some damage for that, please. 9. Okay. And where you said the face, is that right?
Through the face.
All
Yeah.
right. You straight through the face. He's dead as a doornail. He just slumps to his knees and slides off the blade. You can kick him off the blade if you so desire. And he
That's
will-
unsanitary.
however you want to retrieve your sword. Do you have
I
any
just pull
bonus
it out like a
actions?
normal person, of course, and I don't cackle like a normal person.
Right.
Yeah. And
Bonus actions.
let's see, and any other goblins close by?
There is another goblin close by. A couple of other goblins, in fact.
Yeah, I'll pull back to try and block the immediate advance of these not asleep goblins.
All
And
right.
no bonus actions from me this round.
All right. Very good. Josiah.
Okay, I'm gonna draw both my dagger and my rapier because I'm unsure what to do with both of them, but I'm two-handed fighting, so I'm gonna take a swing. I'm gonna stab at the goblin right in front of me with my rapier.
Roll to hit.
That is a 15.
15, I think, hits. Yes, it just hits.
No.
You managed to just get around his shield.
Okay, and
And
that
hit him.
is go away. So that is a 1.
Oh, really? That's
+3, so that
4 damage.
4 damage, and then
Okay, so attack with your offhand weapon, which
Yep,
does
which
not
is
get
my-
a strength bonus to its damage.
okay.
Do it.
No, that's not going to hit either. That's a 9.
9, yeah, that does not hit. He parries that with his shield and makes a grunting sound as he does. He takes your blow. All right.
And I say, I see you're well versed with the arts, and I jump backwards and slide down the scree. As a swashbuckler, he cannot hit me.
Okay. Okay, so you and because you've got your bardic business going as well, I think you can disengage without disengaging, right?
Oh, I can
No.
disengage.
I think it's only the first move.
Just
first
as a
bonus move.
as a swashbuckler, I
That's a
can
swashbuckler thing.
yeah, I
Mm.
can just
That's
I
what
can
he
just
means.
go. So he I do some fancy footwork. There we go. That's the name of it. And I slide down the screen towards the carts.
Okay. I won't make you make an athletics check, seeing as you're so fancy.
Yeah, it looks great, but in reality, I roll over one too many times and just lose control.
Right.
But I land on my feet.
Lands on his feet. Okay, very good. Tricky Bob. Tricky Bob.
So I hear
Stone
I hear Gimble's cry about tipping over the carts, and I attempt to do that.
Yeah, So you can make an
Going to
athletics
roll
check to do
strength,
that.
athletics.
Yep. Do you have any inspiration or anything that you want to spend to do it?
I got a
You don't
8.
have to, of
By my,
course.
Are you-
12.
Are you close to anyone? Can anyone help you out?
Nothing. I'm by myself by the carts.
You're like, you managed to lift the wheels. off the floor, but
Civilians could bloody help.
tipping
Lazy
it over.
bastards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what,
Surely.
a civilian comes and helps you. Yeah, they help you. So you can have advantage on that roll. You can roll
Okay,
again.
I get another one.
Watch as a civilian tips a card on your head.
Don't say that. Don't give me ideas.
Oh my god.
What?
11.
11.
11's still the highest one I got. The other one's
Okay.
5.
Okay, so yeah, you sort of you lift it up a little bit, but it's not tipping. You feel like you need to reposition yourself, and you look around, and you can see a place where you can get your feet on more solid ground, where there's a couple of rocks buried in the path in the floor itself, so you're not just slipping. All right, very good. Next goblin's asleep. Hank, it's your turn.
All right. So I have a little bit of a question about damage modifiers. I'm sure this should be in my head already easily. But when I look at my character sheet, it says with my rapier, I do a damage of 1d8 plus 3.
What's a
Right.
rapier?
The sword, but it's just basically a really pointy stick, like
Yeah.
really thin.
No slashing damage, it's all piercing damage.
Piercing.
However, so D&D Beyond is telling me I get 1d8 plus 3. However, my modifier for dexterity, which as a finesse weapon I would be using with the rapier, is 3. Would I not also add my proficiency bonus if I was proficient in rapiers?
No, you only add your proficiency bonus to hit. Damage is just stat.
Yeah.
I think proficiency just lets you be able to use that type of weapon without a negative effect.
Right. Okay, cool. Right, sweet.
Proficiency proficiency gives you +2 at this level to hit stuff, but as Marth said, it doesn't give you anything to damage. It only gives you to hit.
Right,
doesn't
so
make it
damage
any
is
pointier.
your ability score.
Yeah. Also, just as a side note, we are playing a special flavor of rapiers in this game because this is like Dark Ages shit. Rapiers don't exist. So if you have a rapier, you can have a finesse weapon. Statistically, it's exactly the same. I'm not going to fuck with the mechanics, but it's not a rapier. It's not a long, skinny sword with a basket hilt. It's not some 17th century dueling weapon.
Cool, 'cause they look dumb
I've
anyway.
renamed mine.
Right. So it's more likely to be something like an elven longsword or some other type of blade that you can think of. It's elegant and cool, but it's not a freaking rapier.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
going to
cool.
rename mine as well. So
That's my name.
It's a
My-
spear,
mine-
but you've cut it halfway.
Right. It
My,
also,
my name
Alright,
is
so-
better.
and you can choose whether to do slashing or piercing damage with it.
I'm going to stick with piercing anyway.
What's your thoughts on short spears?
Short spears are fine,
Wouldn't that
like
be like a
spears.
javelin?
like a combat spear.
What about crossbows? I see they were
Crossbows are
invented
fine.
in 6th century China.
Yeah,
I-
crossbows are fine. Repeating crossbows even and Tukonua.
So-
Oh, okay.
With these little goblin dudes, right?
Yep.
There are a couple that are they currently being engaged by anyone?
Are they currently being engaged? Some of them are. One of them is, well, hang on. Has any of you guys attacked a goblin that you didn't kill in the last round?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought you cut his arm off and his head.
No, that
rolled.
was me.
His eyes rolled. Oh, right.
Yeah, I gave one a poke and then I disengaged.
Right. So Josiah was, yeah, but then he's disengaged. So
Are you
he's no
still within
longer-
5 feet?
I don't think so. He moved back.
Yeah.
He used athletics. I don't think anybody's engaged with them right now in close combat.
All right. In that case, I will draw my short. Oh no! First, I will move behind one of the tipped over carriages
Okay.
because I don't think I was behind one. I was sort of like with the driver.
Right. They're
Oh,
not
one of
tipped
the-
over yet. They're not tipped over yet.
Oh, they okay.
Failed.
Right. They failed. Ah,
Yeah.
well. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to. I guess I'm just going to draw my short bow and take another swipe at the fella on the wolf.
Right. Go
Is he
for
still
your-
up there?
He is. He is.
All right. Cool.
He's
'Cause
currently got
he
him.
blew that horn, and I'm a little bit concerned about it.
Right.
So, all right. So that would be 24 to hit.
Wow. Nice. Okay. That hits.
It was not a natural 20.
Okay.
but
But
it
it
was-
hits.
Pretty good.
Yep. Yep.
And I will do short bows 1d6. 5 damage.
5 damage. All right. Very nice. Thank you, Hank. All right. Goblin nearest to Josiah charges at you, Josiah. He's following you using his movement speed.
Is this the one that I
that
attacked
you
before?
recently hit. Yeah.
All right.
He's quite pissy with you. So he's coming at you, and what's your? I think he hits you because he's rolled an 18, and he's got
Yeah,
got
that
plus
definitely
a
hits me.
plus a few things on top of that. So
Yep.
he's going to do a grand total of 4 points of slashing damage with a scimitar.
Okay.
What's your hit points at the moment, just for my own?
15.
Okay. All right. So you're not
Do you have the
even.
temporary ones as well, though?
Yeah, that was
Temporary
four.
pe- Temp HP goes down first.
All right, cool. Um,
Oh, true.
the other goblin with the big helmet and the heavy shield and heavy armor is charging down the hill, and he gets to the road. At which point, who's on the road? Oh, I know Hank's on the road and Tricky Bob is on the road.
I should be back
Just,
by the road now
you're
as
back
well.
on the
yeah.
road now as well. Gimbal, where are you though? You're further up.
I'm pretty high. I went 35 feet up the
right.
yeah.
Okay, so he's
screen.
actually. I'll tell you what, Gimbal, from your position, can you make us? Are you sort of hiding where you are in your?
I'm only using half cover. I'm pretty ecstatic about the first kill, so I'm into it.
As he charges past you, you can get an opportunity attack on this guy.
Ah, and I still have my Hunter's Mark active for an hour.
Right.
You'd have to change targets,
My first target's dead. Like, does it
Yeah.
matter?
So you can move it,
which
to him
means
as
you
a
can
bonus
change
action.
targets
Yeah.
as a bonus action.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Oh, okay. So I can't. Okay, cool.
You can attack, you just have to make
I'll
it.
attack,
Only
but
a
yeah.
reaction, right?
Yeah, that's me. So I can't. Ooh, there we go. That'll hit.
Yeah, that hits.
5 damage.
5 damage. All right. Very good. 2 more goblins hit the road at this point. One of them's going for desire. 17 to hit. Ooh. 3 points of slashing damage. Why do I keep rolling ones for damage? It's ridiculous.
Was
Damn
that
it.
Dice
me
are
you were
going
attacking?
easy.
Desire, you're protected by the gods, I feel.
We need it.
All right. How much was that?
3 points of slashing to
Oof.
you.
Okay.
The next goblin is going for the bard, Lyria.
Hey. Okay, I have a name.
What's your armor class?
14.
14. Actually hits you. Just. Oh, it does much more serious damage though.
Ow.
8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
At your knees, he says as he hits you.
I just look down at him vaguely, disdainfully.
Right. The guy at the top of the hill on the walk that you've hit with the arrow recently, just casually turns and rides off into the mist.
Ah.
At that point, it's Gimbal's turn.
So he's definitely gone. I couldn't possibly shoot him at this stage.
You can take one shot at him.
Okay, cool. I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike
All right.
and yeah, take a shot with my bow.
All right. Roll to hit. That actually does not hit.
Damn it. Okay. Well then, yeah, no, that's it. That's me.
That's it. Okay, Lyrian.
All right. Oh, he's going off. How many goblins are down here?
There are 1, 2, 3.
3 goblins. Okay.
Yep.
Have any of them been hit yet but not killed?
One of them. 2 of them. Oh wait, I lied. There's 4. There's 4 because you look around and you realize there's a bigger, scarier one that's up trying to take swipes at Gimbal.
Okay. So there's one in front of me, and the rest are kind of concentrated on the other guys.
Yep, they're spread out. Yeah,
There was 1 or 2 in front of me.
we'll say 2.
Yeah. Okay. Thinking. But the guy's right next to me, so I guess what could I catch the goblins on the other side and sleep without hitting any of the people I care about, like the party members?
With sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could get a maximum of 2 of them though doing that.
All right. Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Right.
Let's roll my d8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
23. Wow. Okay.
Let's sleep. That's pretty average.
All right. Yep. You put 2 of them to sleep. There's just the big guy left now. And there's
Alright.
one, oh, actually, yeah, there's 3 of them to sleep. 3 of them to sleep.
Oh, all of them? Okay.
Yep. All the little guys are now asleep. All of the minor miniony goblins. and
Including the one next to me.
Isn't that right?
Yep. There's just the big
Okay.
one that's up the scree a little bit, who's attacking Gimbal.
All right. So Gimbal is up there, and the rest of them are here. Which, okay, sure. Let's pop another bardic inspiration to use the same feature as I had again, because if these guys are asleep, then everyone should probably burn down the big guy if they can. That's my thought, and that's my bonus action. So you
Okay.
I would
guys,
make something, but I didn't have time.
So you're giving everybody else the reaction to move on?
yeah, I'm giving the people who are not Gimbal, because he's already there, 5 temp HP and the reaction to go up
Okay.
to the big guy.
So we can move our movement speed.
Yep. And you
How
will
many
arrive.
turns does? Oh, sorry. How many turns does sleep last?
1 minute, unless someone
So 10
goes and
turns.
shakes them awake.
10 turns, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, then yeah, let's dash towards Gimbal.
Okay, so all 3 of you dash towards Gimbal. All right.
You too.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, I'm touched.
All right. And it is Josiah, your turn.
Okay, so how far away is Gimbal and the big guy?
You're there now. You've
Oh,
made
Yeah,
it.
I
right.
went 35 feet up.
Yeah.
And so he's preoccupied with
He's
Gimbal,
Gimbal, yep.
so I can make a sneak attack on him.
You can make a sneak attack on him.
Then
yes.
I definitely two-hand sneak attack him with my guard's shank, not a rapier. It's a
Right.
it's a guard sword that has been filed down, so it's more discreet.
Yeah.
Didn't get to show off my weapon's
Nice.
name.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay, so let's attack.
God's shank. I like it. What did you roll? What did you roll? It's not
That is
broken.
a 24.
24.
Yep.
Certainly hits.
Okay, so initial attack is 6 plus
Uh-huh.
the sneak attack.
It was 9, actually.
Oh, was it? No,
Not
shit.
yet.
6
9
plus
damage.
3.
And the sneak attack is another 6. So all
15.
up is 15. And then
Jesus.
and
Well,
then
not really good. Yeah.
I am going to do my ha 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 and just sneak back behind whoever's gonna. No one else is near me just yet, but
Well, actually, they are. There's Tricky
yeah.
Bob and Hank have just arrived.
then I'll
With their
fall
reactions.
behind their shoulders.
All right. So Tricky Bob.
Behind a dwarf's shoulders.
That's right. Get me
Huddle
now.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since I'm right in front of him, I might as well just whack him with my warhammer.
All right. Roll to hit.
See if I get another terrible roll. 18.
18. That hits
Sweet.
remarkably. And you don't really need to roll damage because he's got 1 hit point left.
Oh, convenient. Well, I did
So-
10.
10. Okay. Well, in which case you completely annihilate him. How would you like to describe his demise? Tricky
Was he the
Bob?
one on the wolf?
Not, unfortunately, he was not. He was
Okay.
Wolfman rode away.
Well, I get my
he was his offside
warhammer,
of it.
and then I just go like, boof, right on top of his head, even though I'm a dwarf and I assume he's considerably higher than me.
Not
He's a
that
goblin.
much.
Can I
He's a
jump while doing it?
goblin, so he's not
You're
too much
actually
bigger.
taller than goblins because goblins are small, objectively speaking. So that might be like mass. I'm not calling you fat. I'm just
Okay, so you basically his helmet into his
Yes.
shoulders and crush him. His head basically explodes inside of his helmet, and he collapses and rolls down the hill.
Do I still have enough action to go down the hill?
Yes,
have
you
your
do.
Used up
I believe so.
You have a
I
move on your
slide down the scree to go close to where all the civilians are.
Okay. Can I get everyone to make perception checks?
Ooh,
Hey, net 20 plus
nice.
Oh,
2, 22.
Right. Gimbal
Nat one.
is a great big 4.
it's a nat one.
And
That's a
that
nat one.
one. Oh,
The whole
dear.
gamut of 'em.
Okay.
I got a flaccid 20.
And 11 from me.
All right. Flaccid 20.
flaccid 20.
Yeah. We can
That's not
look
the
at
opposite of
some-
natural.
Yeah. Or as opposed to a
Or is it?
hard 20 or a soft 20. Okay. So the one, the natural one, you think you can hear a river raging in the distance, which seems really important for some reason. And you're like, oh, I can hear a river. The flaccid 20, on the other hand, you can hear the sounds of creatures approaching and growling up above from the direction that the goblins came minutes ago or a minute ago.
Okay, can I turn around and yell at everyone and say, "Wait, there's more of them coming! Get ready to get the carts down."
Gosh, it's a lake. It's a lake. It's fine.
Are we still in combat right now?
You might as well stay in combat. Yeah.
There's 3 guys that
Okay.
are asleep, right?
Yeah, we still got all the dudes who
It's
are
not
asleep.
just 3, it's like 6.
Yeah,
I was
there's-
because I was like, let's
there's-
execute these guys
Oh,
before they wake
Mechanic
up.
wise, what can we do to these guys while they're asleep? Can we
Slit their throats.
Don't ask that
Yeah.
question.
Stick
Well,
swords through
you
their
could tie them
throats.
up.
the goblins?
If we considered
them up.
prone, would we still have to roll to hit?
No, they're
No,
unconscious,
they're-
which means
you
you
can
have
just kill them.
advantage and
I'm
you
not
hit
even
as
going to
a
make you.
crit,
I'm not
so-
going to make you do anything. You can just kill them. They're asleep.
Uh,
Oh,
Does
Oh.
anyone have any moral qualms before I do this?
I'm up
what
on the hill
saying
you,
in
looking for
you
a
character.
say
river.
this,
Right.
and I'm just already
up on a-
stabbing one through the throat.
All right, then I also additionally just poke through the
Yeah,
head.
I'm going to get in on the steady action too.
I will
Okay.
tip the carts while I can.
So
So
you,
I'm gonna
Oh,
shoot one.
wait.
all right. So Tricky Bob, you can make an athletics check with advantage.
Please let it work for once. Oh my god, okay, another one. I got 7 on the first
Wow.
one. I know.
So you know that if you right click on your athletics, you can roll with advantage with one click.
Oh, really?
So
Huh?
I
haven't seen what
encourage you
it was
to ignore your 7 and just do that and roll it with advantage. I've got
Okay.
14. That works.
Okay.
14 is
Oh,
good
it's
enough.
advantage.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So you tip the cart, and now you've got one cart tipped. Do you move to the next cart, or do you just stay there at
So there's 9 people alive?
this point? Yep.
Yeah. Can they all fit behind one cart?
Approximately,
For
yeah.
now.
Not
Okay,
not well.
I'll do 2. I'll do 2 just because I want them to be comfortable.
All right.
What is
Okay,
the
so
caliber of
it's-
people who've been killed so far?
What's the question? I'm sorry.
The caliber of people, like were they just merchants? Were they
Merchants, children.
children?
Is Billy still
Why are there
alive?
children on
Is
this
Billy still
cart?
gone?
Oh my
I
god.
picture them as
these
gypsies
are
now, like
horror.
gypsy merchants.
So does anyone have healing?
I
do.
have 1 spell slot and 1 heal left.
Second
I'm
cart is
circle of
not
life, so I have a
not
few.
tipping so easily.
What was the question? Sorry,
No.
Lyria?
There's a bunch of
Because-
heavy chests on the back of this cart.
Can the children help me?
The children.
Because
The children
if there's
are all
more
dead.
coming,
You already have advantage from the help that they're giving you.
because if there's more coming, we should try and get healed before they arrive.
I mean, have any of us hurt that badly?
Yeah, who's damaged? I took nothing yet.
I'm
I got
fine.
hit once.
In terms of
I-
temporary hit points, I'm still pretty good.
How long
I
do our
took-
temporary hit points last?
Oh, yeah, Lyrian got hit with the 8.
Yes, I got hit by 8, so I would take a cure
Okay,
for that one.
I can do. Where are my spells? Oh.
How
Temporary
many
hit points
temporary
last
hit
as
points
long
did we
as
get at the beginning?
7.
temporary HP doesn't stack. So right now, whoever has it and hasn't lost it has 5,
Oh.
and temporary HP just lasts until you rest or something.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mm,
Can
You will
I
find that
roll a
Martha
bit of,
knows everything.
yeah.
Excellent.
Can we roll
so-
just to see how far away these guys are? Can I do a-
Perception
yeah,
check.
perception.
So if you can spare a heal, I would appreciate it.
Yep, I'll do 2. So wait, is that 8 each? That
Huh?
you guys lost? 8 HP each that you guys lost?
I'm good. I
I'm
took a
good.
bit, but I've still
Roll
got
a
plenty.
perception check.
Okay, I'll do
Yeah.
I'll do one then. I'll do Cure Wounds on Lariel. You get
Touch.
13.
Oof.
Oh, it was a high roll. Okay, well
Chucky.
I'm maxed, so
Anyone else wants one of my spell slots? I got a few.
I'm good. I rolled a
good.
19 in terms of trying to suss out
Mhm.
where these reinforcements are coming from.
I
How
want
far
to
away they
climb.
are.
Yeah, I want to climb a little higher. Another 35 feet if I can.
We are at a disadvantage down here. But where are they coming from?
They seem to be coming from the above the ridge that the last group were coming
I
from.
regret that.
Is there anything on the ridge line that we think we could scope for our advantage? Any cover? Any place we could lay it in trap?
You're going to try and climb up there?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, athletics check, please.
Okay. Nine.
Yeah, keep sliding as you're trying to get up there. It's just too steep and too slippery.
All right. Somebody who's a little bit more of a Chad can.
I want to
they
go
get
up another
there?
30. Yeah, I want to go up
Chad.
to 35.
Send
I want
Chad.
to cast minor illusion to make an illusion of some kid just standing out by the other car in the open.
Oh, man.
It's a real victim looking
A
kid.
kid, did you say? Because minor illusion allow you to create like organic creatures and shit. I don't know if it
Well,
does.
it's an illusion. It's not like it's going to move or anything, but if it even just like fills them for one round as they come down, that's enough.
Just what is the exact rules on minor illusion? I just want to know though, because I'm not sure that you can create people.
You can sound or an image of an object within a range.
Well,
if you
I guess
carry an
if you
image of an
say-
object such as chair, muddy footprint, or small chest, it must be no longer than a 5-foot cube. The image can create sound, light, smell, or any other sensory effect.
Yes. So if you say object can only be like things that wouldn't be alive, but
Yeah.
it's the things that says it can't create are very specific.
That it can't? Like what? What does it say?
It just says it
can't?
can't
Sound,
create
light,
light.
smell, or any other sensory effect.
Right.
So I was the way that I've always seen it done is like you can make it like a person, but it obviously doesn't move or
A
make
completely
Even if you
sounds or
couldn't
static
make it as a
image
person, you
of a
could make it
person.
look. You could make essentially. You could make a statue, a realistic statue of a child.
yeah, I'll make a
And,
very realistic statue of it. Yeah, that's why I think it's silly like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's hope
I don't
these
like it,
goblins are
but
super
I'll let you have
predatory.
it. All right. So you create this minor.
What's the
illusion.
facial expression of the statue of the kid?
If you look very closely, it's sticking its tongue out.
The thing, the party. Is that the party?
All right. So who's going up? Is anybody going up at this point, or are you?
I
decided-
tried, but I'm not getting anywhere. So maybe Gimbal. You're pretty.
Yeah,
Fucking
I'll
ready.
give it an athletics. Let's have a go.
All right.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Excuse my language.
atrocious.
Your
I'm
language
gonna use.
shall not
I'm gonna
be
use my
excused.
inspiration to climb this
Alright.
hill.
All right.
There we go.
Good.
Do that. What did you get?
There we
Oh,
go.
it's- You're really
I like
spoiling
it.
me here.
All right. So as you get to the top of the hill, you get sprung by a bunch of goblins who
That's a
Terrific.
good idea.
pound you with arrows.
Oh,
First one misses.
Gimbal.
Can I not get an arrow shot in?
It's a surprise.
Oh, nuts.
Ooh. Oh my God! Stop giving me his picture and give me his fucking stats. You take 8
Nice.
points of damage from the second shot.
I was like just scrambling up the gravel, kind of
Third shot
cursing
misses
myself.
you.
I look
They
up
were
and
so
see Gimbal
concerned with
getting
whether
hit,
they
and it's like,
could.
What was
fuck
your
you,
armor
I
class
love that
again,
guy.
Gimbal?
Question whether they should.
Right now, 14.
14. 2 more miss you. Another one misses you.
Ooh.
You're lucky to scrape out of that. And then you see there's another guy on a warg. Might be the same guy from before, but he's got that horn. In fact, you're pretty
Okay.
sure it's the same guy.
Is he the only one on the walk? There are no other
Yes.
wargs, right?
You
Okay,
don't see
cool.
any other wargs at this
All
point.
right, I'm gonna
Make
shout,
a
"Horn guy!"
perception check though. You can make a
Okay.
perception check. No, you don't notice anything else. Right. So you shout out.
Good. Yeah, shout out, war guy. If it is my turn, I'd like to take a shot, but I'm not sure.
Roll initiative. Everybody roll initiative.
Everybody? All right.
We go.
Oh, Jesus.
So Lyrian is a 13, is that right?
Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
5.
11.
Hang on, I'll tell you what, I'm going to read out your names again so that I can add them in the order that they appear in my tracker. Starting with Hank.
5.
Nice, tricky.
5. Josiah.
11.
Gimbal.
21.
Wow. Tricky
Yeah.
Bob.
All right.
All
20.
those arrows to the
Nice.
face.
Lyrian is 13. Okay. All right. Gimbal. Actually, you are first.
Lovely. I'm going to hope that only less than a minute has passed so far.
Uh-huh.
And because my ensnaring strike is still active until I hit something. So I'm going to take a shot at the warg.
All right. Roll to hit.
Where's my, there it is. Of course, why not?
That does not hit.
And
start rolling your own these fellas, man.
yeah, I think so.
This
Yeah.
app doesn't like you.
Tricky Bob, you're too far away to do anything in the combat, but you can hear this ensuing combat happening at the top of the hill, just over the bridge. What would you like to do?
Do I know how much time roughly until the sleeping guys wake up?
Oh, they're all dead.
They're dead.
Oh yeah, that's
We
right.
murdered
Yeah,
them. We killed them all.
yeah, okay.
You guys put
Savagely.
down.
All right.
Savagely put
So in
down.
that case, we have one cart flipped, and we have all the civilians hiding behind that.
Mhm.
Can I assess how safe they look?
Perception and
They-
investigation, please.
And wow, my god. Okay.
An investigation check, I mean, is what I'm saying.
Oh right, sorry. I did a perception.
I get confused because I run Vampire the Masquerade and I keep thinking, of-
Wow, really? I
Holy-
never knew.
Shut up, smarty pants.
Do investigation.
It's running 2 different game systems on consecutive nights is very disturbing. What did you get? 10, was it?
That was perception. So my investigation is 20.
20?
I'm the master of
Nice.
safety assessments.
Master of nat 20s.
You think half of them look fairly safe. The other half, the legs sticking out and things
All right,
like
so
that.
I
Get that
will
other
flip
card.
the other card. My decision then is to flip the other card to make sure that they're all safe.
Okay, so you're going to make an
Um,
athletics check and they're going to help you to do that. So you get advantage.
Oh,
What was the head of the caravan's name again?
Mr. Billings.
Mr. Billings. What's he up to?
Is he
um,
alive?
He's sitting behind the cart with an arrow in his leg,
No.
panting. Oh.
I wish Billings was dead right now. I'm sorry, but he's the one who hired us, and I'd much rather him be gone.
So I'm gonna say, it occurs to me, if it's this dangerous, why do caravans go this way?
Acrobatics 20. Okay, very nice.
oh, was it acrobatics?
acrobatics? Was it acrobatics?
Athletics or
Okay.
acrobatics, you said.
athletics.
That's a good point, Larry.
Athletics, 20.
I'd like to make a history check if I could on the route that we're currently traveling.
You can make a history check.
Please.
Probably with
Like the
disadvantage though, 'cause
Goblin
you don't really
Cavern.
know this place.
Yes, this is the Goblin Road where goblins ambush everyone. They love going through here.
Yeah,
Ah, old
Bob,
Goblinton
you-
Road.
You obviously cast the third cart over on its side.
So
But
we're all safe.
at the same time, you will also notice that a lot of shit goes pouring down the side of the gully off the cart. Boxes and crates, and a jewelry box smashes open and money and coins go spilling everywhere. A food crate flies open, and there's bread and frozen goods.
You can clean
pouring
up
down
later.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
I'd
Can
like
I-
to try and
can,
swipe some
the-
coins.
Yeah, Josiah kind of notices the jewelry box.
I
noticed the
want to try and
food.
swipe some coins.
All right, we'll get to you in a minute.
Just think cannibals.
Meanwhile,
Got 3 weeks.
Gimbal, your armor class was 14, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. But
Okay.
they weren't close. Like they were just shooting me, right? I couldn't jump back.
They are shooting you with
Yeah, okay.
arrows. That's true.
Bring it.
Bring it, he says. The first one hits you.
Mhm.
And does 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Tricky Bob, Goblin. Next one misses you. Lyrian, it is now your turn.
They call me the pincushion.
Okay, and they're still like 100 feet up there or something.
Yep. And out of visual range.
So remind me why we were all like okay with just one person running up the ridge by himself.
I started.
He was
as
the only
well,
one
so
that made
I'm,
it.
I'm like 30 feet, so I'm like 70 feet away from him, I think.
So you're having this conversation, I take
No.
it. Oh, okay.
I mean, you can be shouting at me. I'm just glad I didn't make it.
What are you doing, Lyrian?
Yeah, I'm thinking. So okay.
Oh, he's got a timer.
Yeah, I'll move the 30 feet that I can go without making the check.
Okay.
And I call up. Wait, what's the ranger's name again? Gimbal, right?
Gimbal.
It's
Yeah.
on the screen, right?
Yes. Okay. Gimbal, do you want to get down from there?
You call out to Gimbal.
I'm going to consider it. Let's see. On my turn, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Okay. What I'll do is. Frick. This is not a great situation.
Got anything ranged at all?
It's beginning
Whatever.
to snow.
Yeah, let's just okay, sure, whatever. Let me roll another sleep with another first level spell slot. Best thing for goblins and
What's the
kobolds.
range on sleep?
We've been over this. It's 90,
90 feet.
90 in a 20-foot radius.
Right.
Been over this, Russell.
I don't care to remember your stats. Thanks.
It's okay. Why
That's
do
your
I?
problem, not mine.
Wait, those are d10s, aren't they? Whoops, sorry, I have to re-roll because I got the wrong die. Wait, oh god, this interface is so horrible.
It's better than roll 20. Come on. What are you talking about?
Is that the same as what was?
Is that
Wow,
a
it's exactly the
19
same again. Yeah,
19 hit
Yeah.
points.
nice.
Yeah, I might catch a few
Okay.
goblins, I don't know.
Mm. Yep. You get 2 goblins.
Snoring, nice, okay.
Now, this is
yours-
assuming that you're actually placing this in the right place because you can't see them at the moment.
Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm looking at where the gimbal is getting filled with arrows.
But you can't see where Gimbal is getting filled with arrows.
Oh,
because
okay.
he's
I'm
We even see
hearing
Gimbal?
about where gimbal is getting filled with arrows.
Say, ah,
Yeah.
You're guessing, basically.
last thing you
Yeah,
heard was
I'm
bring it
seeing
and then a bunch of
from,
arrows.
from the same angle.
Right.
And then I'm putting it in front. And then bonus actions, sub, I guess. You know what? Let's just use the last bardic inspiration, do the exact same thing for,
This last time.
yes. Who's missing temp HP?
I am. I can take the 5 back again.
I think you should
Okay.
only give it to me.
Sorry, you're out of range. You're like 70 feet up because you
Shit.
ran out by yourself.
Right.
I think I can give this to myself, actually.
Classic gimbal move.
Classic Gimbal move.
Okay. Up to 3 creatures you can see with yeah, okay. I can do it for myself too. So it's myself, Hank, and eeny, meeny, miny. Who do I like better?
Oh,
Tricky
Ooh.
Bob healed me. I like her better.
So soon.
Yay.
Yeah, okay.
Yay.
So you
Gosh.
guys get it, the temp HP, some of you already had it. And if you want to move to reinforce our idiot friend up
I
there.
am so uninspired right now.
Yeah.
So you guys have
Consistently.
your current movement speed to move in that direction, which is going to get you 1 round in that direction as a
Yeah, I wanna-
reaction.
I want to use my reaction to try and get up there. So that's like acrobatics, right? Or athletics.
Athletics. Yep.
Could I roll acrobatics to get up the hill?
Yep.
Okay. 9. Amazing. Okay, I guess I don't move up the hill.
Not very far. Not very far.
Not very
not
far,
everyone
not
can
at
be
all.
as athletic
All
as
right.
Kimball.
I believe it's
Wait.
now Josiah's turn, unless you have anything else you can pull out of the hat.
Confirming. Not very far or nowhere at all.
You move about 15 feet forward.
Oh, that's fine then. Okay, that's good enough. All right, that's my turn.
Okay, Josiah.
All right, so we can't, from where I was trying to struggle up the hill at the scree, I can't see any of the goblins attacking
No,
Gimbal.
they're actually over the hill this time.
Right. Okay, then I think the only thing I can do is try and work my way up the hill as well.
All right, so you make an athletics check.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
none of us can see them except for Gimbal, right?
Correct.
And I've shouted, it's the horn guy again.
Horn guy.
Yeah, when I saw him.
All right, that's only a
And
10 for me.
we're right out in the open, other
10.
than this hill that's in front of us.
You can go at half speed.
So I'm 15 feet up the
Yep.
So that what puts me,
Puts you about 45 feet up.
I can't see anything still.
No, you'll have to get to about 90 to 100 feet before you'll see anything.
Okay.
They're literally at the top of a slope that then flattens off and comes down a little bit on the other side.
All right. Is there anything there rocks or anything I can take cover behind?
Yep.
All right, then I'll dart behind one of those and hide until I can move again. Or check to see if the coast is clear.
You
Wait,
make a
you're a rogue,
perception
right?
check, please, Josiah.
Okay,
Wait, just checking. You're a rogue, right?
I am.
That means you can dash as a bonus action.
I can. Is it all right? I will dash as well to make further up the hill. Is that
Okay.
another athletics?
It will be.
All right. Two.
Oh dear. Wasn't a
You should be
natural.
rolling acrobatics instead.
You could make
Mm.
you can make an acrobatics check instead of
All right.
athletics if you
All right,
want.
I'll try that. I'll try that.
I hear rogues are pretty dexterous.
I've heard that in the past.
Yeah, I've heard that in the past. It's like a saying.
7.
Apparently
Never
not.
mind. Guess it was false.
Yeah.
Pumped it up by 5.
So okay, you're like just scrambling on the
Yeah.
scree to get up there.
Don't trust those mucky electronic dice, man. You got to use your own clickbacks. We've had
I
no luck
might.
with this.
I've had some okay rolls. It's the luck of the dice.
The,
It is what it
um,
is.
Horned
Nat 20,
dude,
man.
the horned dude on the warg comes charging at you with a scimitar. Gimbal.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
His first strike misses you,
Gimbo, you got to get out of there.
and he
Yeah.
rears around and tries to attack you a second time. He also misses, but the warg takes a snap at you with its teeth. Ooh. You take 11 points of biting, piercing damage.
Fighting
That means
damage.
he's dead now.
I
Passed out.
have passed out
You're
from the
unconscious?
fight.
Wait,
So
even
I've
with your
heard
bonus
Lyrian.
points,
And then
even with your bonus hit points.
I never got them.
No, you
Shoot for
did
higher.
at one point, right?
No, because I was up on the
Originally
hill
he
first
did.
time.
Oh,
I did
not
not.
even the
You
first
didn't,
time.
you didn't
Okay.
get caught in the second round of them?
No, because the first time I ran up the hill, I never came down from the hill.
Oh, well, I guess
Yeah.
maybe you shouldn't go up the hill so
The hill seemed like a good spot to be as a ranger. Okay.
Hey, well, at least you didn't get caught by the matriarchal leader of the fucking Black Guards. this
Exactly. That's
time.
fine. Yeah.
That
See,
was-
that's true.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
that
step
kind of
up.
helped us out in the end.
It
didn't
did. It did. Just wait till I sweet talk this
Yeah.
goblin.
Once I wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're awake.
Ah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Sorry.
Can
Right,
my
all right.
body roll down the hill?
Can you can roll
I
down
mean,
It's
as
the
like
I was on the
monkey
ledge.
it can roll down the other side of the hill.
Oh no. Okay.
Don't do that.
Okay. Hank.
Okay, so we got a hill. We've got Gimbal and Josiah. Is Josiah at the top of the hill, or is he sort of scrambling up it still?
Scrambling up.
Josiah's
So
he's about halfway up the hill.
Right.
Approximately. A little bit less, but roundabouts.
We know that there is Warg guy and probably others because there is some arrow shooting going on, right?
Mm-hmm. You can hear the
Right.
thunk, thunk, thunk.
Gotcha. So my thinking, guys, I'm talking to Lyrian and Tricky Bob here because some of us decided to split the party.
I was close.
So I'm talking to Tricky Bob and Lyrian, and actually, how far away is Josiah and Gimbal, like in terms of feet?
I'm like probably 30,
Josiah's-
40 feet, I think.
Josiah's 45 feet away, and Gimbal is about 110 feet.
I only
Already
moved twice. I
executed.
only moved twice up, 35 each time. So it's like 70.
So,
Oh, okay.
Tricky Bob and Lyrian, what I'm thinking is these goblins are all gunning for us, right? We don't have to go to them. They'll come to us. We want to get rid of all of them. There's no sense in putting people forward. There's more sense in bringing people back and defending.
Well, yes, I agree that defending the cards is his best course of action.
Right.
However,
So,
I think Gimbal might
as-
be about to get executed.
as
Yeah,
as
are we
an
aware
action-
that Gimbal's dying, or can
don't
we just
give a
not see
girlish
anything at
shriek.
all?
I don't think you could know that Gimbal's dying. I mean, he
I
could
think
have
we hear
given-
him screaming.
You might have heard a scream when he got struck that last strike. That's true, but hard to say whether that was a girlish goblin or whether that was.
Yes, so I agree that defending is a correct course of action, but I think Gimbal might be dying.
Okay,
It's
so
a worthy sacrifice.
now, Josiah, how far away from Gimbal is Josiah? He's about 50 feet, right?
Yeah, I still got a little
You
ways to
said
go, and
45.
the way I'm going, I'll just get up there and turn into another pincushion. But I got to get my boy.
You guys make
Yeah,
perception
okay.
checks.
17.
Nice.
I don't see
Lorraine,
much.
No, you don't see much.
Oof.
What did you get, Tricky Bob?
4.
Okay, you don't see much.
1.
Oh, Josiah, is that a natural one?
It's a natural one. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mm,
You hear a voice, Josiah, but you think it's next to you, and you can make an athletics check not to trip over and fall down the other side of the hill
okay.
because you were not expecting it. It's a strange echo occurred.
That's 12.
An
Okay,
error
you're
has
fine.
occurred.
Yeah. You don't trip over. You're fine. But it was a very very disconcerting moment. However, Hank, you got an 18. Is that right?
I got a 17.
Or something. Okay, so what you see is at the top of the hill, you see this hulking goblinoid figure holding up Gimbal's body.
Nuts.
And he's got a weapon to his throat. You can't at this point tell that he's actually unconscious. You don't know whether he's unconscious or not. So this, for all intents and purposes, he's holding him hostage, and he's got a weapon at his neck. And you'd hear him say in very coarse, common, something to the effect of "Surrender."
All right.
Feel so
Now-
guilty. What a hike.
Hang on a second. I just have to check something in my rules here because I have a feeling I still can't use a sneak attack
Nope, because he's
Yeah.
unconscious.
because he's unconscious.
I mean, you don't know it, but it wouldn't work.
Yeah. All right. All right. How far away did you say he was?
Well, I'm going to adjust things slightly because Gimbal has pointed out that he was only 75 feet up. So we're going to say 75 feet.
Damn it. Oh, actually, I can
Say
I
that
can
he
move,
rides
right?
forward
All
to
right.
do this.
So I'm going to move forward about 30 feet if I can, closer to
Athletics
this
check.
fella. Acrobatics, can I make?
Acrobatics, if you like. Yes.
Thank you. See, you guys got to roll your own, dude. Like 19 for
Yep.
acrobatics.
Very good. Success.
I think you're only
Cool,
succeeding
so-
because you're stealing everyone else's success.
I'd be
Power of
alive
these,
if it weren't for
man.
you.
The power of these. All right, so I move 30 feet closer to this fella, and I'm going to cast Ice Knife at him, which has a 60-foot range.
Uh-huh. And what
Hey,
happens
wait,
when
doesn't
it
that explode?
explodes?
Oh shit!
Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's go, me. I'm more than happy with this plan.
No, it's a bad
Mm.
move, man. You're unconscious. That's gonna.
Mm,
If
Really
it
hurt ya.
explodes and makes him let me go, and I blast forward,
Must fall.
then
out.
I will
I-
roll down that hill.
The right way?
Yeah, the right way. It has to. I mean, if he's holding me forward and
What's
he's facing
your
you guys
what's
down
your
the hill,
total maximum hit points normally?
20. Where'd it go? Oh, because I can't see because I've got the fail or success death save thing, but it was like 28, I think.
Okay. 28, you say? Okay,
Something like
Hmm,
well,
that.
half of that is all he needs to do to kill you.
I'll tell you
Oh, is
what.
it only
I'm
half?
not going to cast Ice Knife. I'm going to cast the cantrip True Strike on myself,
Okay.
and then I'm going to, as a bonus action, dash further towards him.
Okay. You can do that. All right.
I'm going to do that.
Very good. Gimbal is asleep. Tricky Bob.
Asleep. That's a nice word
Oh,
for
do I, have to
it.
do, I do the save. I get to do the save. How do I do the save?
Oh, you need to make a death save, right? So you're rolling a d20 with no modifiers. 11 is
Oh.
a success.
Oh, it doesn't let me roll. Like, there's no button to roll. I'll just do a d20.
You just roll a d20. There's no modifiers.
Isn't there just that little dice
Hey,
down on the bottom left?
16.
success.
Okay, so
You're not dying any further
you're-
than you already
Yeah.
were.
right. You're not bleeding out at this point,
Solid.
which is nice. That's good. Okay,
Really comforting.
So
Lyrian.
is
Oh, sorry, Tricky
Oh,
Bob.
wait.
What am I saying?
So Hank is the only one that saw the lead goblin
The
holding
wolf,
up
Yes.
Gimbal,
I
right?
feel
So
like
but
I
when he
already
said
told you
when he
guys
said
though, right?
surrender, you guys can make a perception check though, if you like.
Oh, okay, cool.
Would Hank have
Um,
pointed it out to us though?
Yeah, you hope that he
You're
would
pretty
scream out
close.
surrender.
He would have
that
screamed. He would have screamed Gimbal in pain and love.
Yes. Oh,
anything.
yeah. Hank, when you noticed the guy and he yelled at us to surrender, did you tell him where he was before you went up running there?
I told you all.
Tricky Bob, you made your perception check.
Yes.
I got
Yes,
17
I did.
anyway.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you can give advantage to anybody else who wants to make a perception check to see
And
this.
I will roll a second time
Okay.
because I only got a 9 that time.
All right.
Should I roll
I'll
again?
So
my
you-
I mean,
what
I gotta.
happens is you notice.
No, you know
her
it
noticing.
all.
All right.
And I got
Josiah
a
notices her
dirty
noticing
20.
something. Nice.
Yes.
Ooh.
30, 20.
Okay.
Excellent.
La, la.
And it-
I'll roll my perception too, right?
yep. And you have advantages with that as well. So because everybody else is looking in that direction.
Yeah, I see Tricky
Nope.
Bob looking at something and I'm like, what's she looking at? And then I have a moment of inspiration go, I should look at what she's looking at.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So that was
Alright, so-
not on the Lyrian.
So what do I notice? I notice the guy is running up there, but I don't know that the guy is.
Oh, but you've got advantage. You've got advantage. Oh no, sorry.
I
sorry.
did.
Yep.
She
Sorry.
rolled it with advantage.
Mm.
Okay.
Just did the thing.
So I can see Hank that is randomly running up the hill, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure why.
I think it's Tricky Bob's turn though, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I just-
Okay, so am I still by the cards?
Yes.
Or have I got a chance? Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Unless
Didn't-
you
no,
chose
you
to.
had the
Did you
chance-
move? Did you move?
Yeah, so when I got Bardic Inspiration, I could have moved 25 feet, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So if I'm 20 feet up the scree,
You got 50 feet
there's
to him.
50 feet to him.
Yep.
But I can't really run up and slap Gimbal with Spare the Dying if he's being held by
That's true.
what's his face?
Yep.
Okay,
Is-
okay.
You could literally
healing
heal
word?
him. I mean, that would bring him back to consciousness.
Oh yeah, how many? So I got Cure
Do you have-
Wounds, which is touch based. Spare the Dying, touch based. I got.
Very
you don't want
touchy.
healing word.
I don't have Healing Word. I do have. If we're super desperate, I can use Channel Divinity.
I mean,
and
I'm
that-
desperate. No one else is desperate.
But I have to be 30 feet in front of me.
Right. He's a little bit
I
more
can
than that.
restore an HP too. Yeah, so
50 feet.
he's 50 feet away. If I move another 25 feet in this go,
Mhm.
or is this 50 feet including 25 feet in this turn?
No, it would be you can make an athletics check to move another 25 feet.
All right, I'll do that. I'll do athletics check.
Do a
Where's
good
it?
one.
Roll a real dice. Roll a real dice.
I don't have it
No
next
way.
to me. This is all I've got. It's very laggy dice that just gave me a. Oh god, 9.
Yeah, we still can't see.
A
A
9.
9.
Oh no. Okay, well you do make
talking in
it forward
place.
15 feet.
Oh, 15. Still not enough though, isn't it?
It's not enough. It's not enough.
Oh
So
yeah.
Do you have any bonus actions or anything you want to do?
I can bonus action. No, I can cast spiritual weapon, but it's a action to cast, bonus action to use. So no.
He says again, surrender, he die.
No, spiritual weapon is a bonus action.
Spiritual
It's a
weapon
bonus
is
action to use, but it's an action to cast.
No, it's a bonus action
So-
to cast too.
I think it's
Is
true.
it?
I think that is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, that's why clerics
That's why
have
it's
power.
Oh
open.
no.
I think we had this discussion at some point, and I think we were quite confused for some reason.
Yeah, I think we decided that it was action cast and then bonus
Yeah,
action to
and-
use.
And I'm pretty
but,
sure we were wrong, and I
Yeah,
no,
take
it's
full
definitely
responsibility
wrong.
for that.
All right.
So you can
I
cast it as a
can.
bonus action.
Oh, but if I cast it, I can't use a turn, right? So it's kind of like it's action to cast, bonus action to use in one turn,
No, when you cast it, you can use it.
and a bonus action.
You will get an attack with it if you cast it
Yes.
now.
Yeah, when
as
you cast a
bonus
spell,
action.
you
That
make a
seems a
melee
bit-
attack spell attack.
Just cast it.
It's true.
Okay,
No,
it seems
no,
a
it
bit
does.
OP,
It does.
but
It
I'm
is
not
OP.
saying.
It is
Bear in
an
mind,
OP.
Stop
if
trying to
you
be
wanna-
fair and cast it.
If you want to make a wisdom check, I will let you think about this. But
Well, I got a 10 to.
Just aim for his
wait.
hand. Aim for his hand.
spiritual weapon to hit. Okay, so you cast spiritual weapon. It swings at him, and he avoids it, and he lifts up
Does he drop
his
Gimbal?
corpse again. He says,
Oh.
"Stop now! Last chance, mortals."
Mortals. Is he immortal?
We have seen.
He doesn't
Oh
seem
my
very
God
willing to-
blend.
to
The goblin
stop
god.
Gimbal, though, you know, he's given us 3 chances.
Gotta be-
Whose turn is it?
Okay, when he's yelling this, can I like hear him?
Oh yeah, you can hear him, so you know where he is now.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
So that was Tricky Bob's turn. Goblin, they're asleep. Lyrian, it is in fact your turn.
Okay, okay. And I believe I am also currently like 50 feet away from him.
Yep.
Because I'm about the space where Tricky Bob was, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Down.
I will.
You try to
I
talk
will.
maybe engage him in conversation.
I will not engage him in conversation. What I'll do is I'll try to move up a little further. I will roll my acrobatics.
Stop now.
Did he shank me yet?
Yeah, he's kind of reluctant to do so, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
is
think
that
he's
enough
my
to
father.
go my full speed?
That is not your full speed. That's half speed.
Oh, it's only half speed. It's okay. That leaves me 35, right? Okay. 35, which is enough. I will proceed to realize that I will have to copy and paste this for you to see what it does. Because this is terrible.
Bonus action, teleport. Da da da.
So I want to get it right next to them.
Autumn immediately. Oh, you've got if you're autumn, you get a special perk or
Yes, I get a special one for each one, but Autumn is
that's neat.
for 2 creatures.
Okay. So you're going to teleport yourself basically as close to this guy as possible, right?
10 feet away. That's how
10 feet
far I
away.
get, which is just
Okay.
within the range of the charm. So they both roll against my spell save DC.
Okay. So what do you mean they both? The other guy's asleep.
Maybe Gimbal as well, right?
Gimbal's
What?
unconscious. He doesn't.
I'm
No, he's on
already
a
charmed.
warg.
I'm already charmed.
Oh, the
He-
warg.
he's on a
makes-
warg.
He's on a
The
warg.
warg makes a check
Yeah.
as well. That's true. Okay. All right. That's true. Good point. I was treating the warg and him as one creature, but yeah.
Mm.
That's pretty
I'm out of
rude,
trouble.
honestly. Anyway, my
Ah.
DC is 13 and it's whiz.
Okay. So you teleport. And Gimbal,
Hit me with your best shot.
I want to roll up a new character.
Well,
Wait,
no.
I wasn't done.
Oh, okay.
So they both saved or something. Can I tell if they are they like me better now?
Neither of them particularly like you anymore.
Okay. Yeah. And then was my action. Does this upcast? I don't think this upcasts. Yeah, and then as my action, what I do is I cast the Tasha's Sidious Laughter on the guy holding Gimbal.
Okay. And what does that require?
A whiz save.
With save.
Maybe this is a really wise goblin.
Better hope fucking not. He fails.
He thinks everything is hilariously funny. He starts laughing, becomes incapacitated, and falls prone.
Okay. All right. He falls off the back of the warg. And he drops Gimbal to the ground. Gimbal, you
Does he
can
laugh
now
like Krusty
you,
the
you
Clown?
now start rolling down the hill.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not
Thank
gonna
you.
lie. Him rolling is pretty funny.
Oh,
Take
Thank
10
you.
points of damage. No, I'm kidding.
all right. I've
Okay,
got.
that'll be
I'm
funny.
-10.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Does he actually take damage though?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. So, and I am 10 feet away from the guys. Neither of them are charmed. I'm probably gonna get hit. But you know,
Okay. But
That's life.
that's the end of your turn.
that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Josiah.
Okay, so Gimbal's starting to roll down. How far
he gathering moss.
is he? How far did he roll down?
Oh, about 7 feet.
Okay, so he's what, another 30 away from me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna dash up to try and stabilize him.
All right. You can do
So,
that.
Yeah,
Make
I'm
a
gonna.
medicine check.
Okay, yeah, sweet. No athletics to. No, I'm not even gonna
Don't
question
tempt
it.
fate.
Don't question it. Don't question
Yeah.
it.
All right. So
Do it.
I. Okay. Oh God. Let's see what we get. That's a 10.
We're not killing him at least.
He's
Yeah.
not-
Yeah,
you
gonna get
didn't-
worse.
You didn't kill him. Okay, cool. All right. The warg charges at you, Lyrian, and snaps at you with its bite. What's your armor class?
It's 14.
Okay, just misses you. Just
I duck.
yes.
He's like, we should talk this out.
Yeah. All right. Hank, it is your turn.
Yes. Now, I dashed and I moved 30 feet. So what's that, 60 feet in total?
Yes.
That was the last turn. So I'm within 15 feet.
Right.
Also, Lyrian is engaged, right?
That is
I'm
true.
currently engaged with the warg. The
Yep.
guy's incapacitated for at least his turn.
Oh, you guys look so good together.
Okay. So now even if I'm going over rough terrain, that's half movement speed, right?
Yeah.
So I've got with a speed of 30 feet, I will be able to get to them.
Yep.
Excellent. So I'm going to sneak attack the warg.
Okay.
With my my rapier, which is not a rapier, but I haven't had time to
Come up with a fancy name
discover what it actually is
for it. All
yet.
right. Cool.
The butler's
Nice.
sword.
The legendary melee bard.
Right.
Yeah.
I've got to get you guys to roll perception checks in the background as well.
All right.
Myself included.
Oh god.
Might as well.
Haven't rolled a single good perception.
12 for Lyrian.
Oh.
I'm distracted by the thing
14
yelling at
for
me.
Oh, that was close. It was, 9 for
19.
me.
Tricky Bob.
19. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, does
Tricky
anyone know
Bob.
how to disable animations in D&D Beyond? Because it's like sucking up all of my
Mhm.
CPU.
I think you can. I don't know how to do it. I would have to look
Hmm.
through it. I know you can do it, but I don't know.
Oh, okay.
where you
I'll have
go
a
to do
fiddle
it.
while I'm dead. I'll let you know.
Sounds like a plan.
You're
Okay.
not dead.
Almost dead. While I'm chilling, I'll have a look.
You're hearing
Differently living.
You're hearing shouting and yelling coming from behind down on the road. And anybody that turns to see, including that'll be Tricky Bob, you turn and see another group of goblins who have come along the
Oh.
road at this point behind
Oh,
you. And they are taking out and murdering the civilians behind
No.
you.
I
Mr.
hate Goblin
Billings
Cavern.
goes down.
Kimbo.
finally.
Billings.
Stab the illusion.
Yeah, the illusions. There is one of them standing there going, Going a bit crazy on the illusion. Quite
Stabbing
confused.
gratuitously with a
Certainly
bandit.
slowed them down.
So how many goblins in this party?
There's
Sounds like
about
a-
8.
Sounds like a rad party.
Right.
Okay, so theoretically, Josiah and I are pretty close together now, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, can I then? I would like to do a sneak attack, of course, on this warg.
Yep.
So I'll
Please
do that
do.
first. I'll get that out of the way.
Roll to hit. It's with advantage.
Roll with advantage.
Oh,
Good, because that
Is
roll
it?
sucked.
Okay. that's pretty
Uh,
neat. Advantage is nice.
Okay. Well, both of. Oh wait, no, that's when a number has a dot. Does that mean the dot goes at the bottom, right?
Bottom,
Yes.
yeah, bottom.
Typically, yeah.
Okay, sweet. So I mean, it's slightly better, but still not great. 5, 9, 14.
14 does
To hit.
not hit. Oh, wait, it does hit. It does hit the wall.
Hey.
Yes, it does hit.
All right, so that's a sneak attack. So
right.
that's 1d8 plus 3. 1d8.
Plus,
So 4 plus 3 is 7 for the first hit, plus 2d6.
right.
So 7. And 4. Okay, so that's what? 8 and 7 is 15 in
15.
total.
Okay, cool. Well done. Nice. Hank,
And I would also say to Josiah,
Mhm.
hey man, get back down there. I can handle these fellas. Can I have a bonus action? I think I do.
if you have a bonus action,
I'm pretty sure I have a bonus action as my cunning
Oops.
action.
Rogues always have bonus actions. It's their
So I
privilege.
would like to try and hide.
okay, yeah, you can dive
Behind a
behind a
rock.
rock. Yeah, make a stealth
Yeah.
check though.
Oh, leaving me just here.
Absolutely.
What
Tricky
about
Bob, I,
Gimbal?
Gimbal?
I
Leaving you
sent
there.
some instructions for the dice.
Hey man,
in
you
the
know what
chat.
you're doing. You're one of those high and mighty elves. So that's
No?
20, 30, 20.
Dirty 20.
30, 20. 13 plus 7.
What?
+7. Fuck.
Plus 7.
Yeah. All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Very good.
What's our plan with Gimbal though, Hank?
Well, I think
Uh,
Tricky Bob is in range for healing now after he
Yeah,
starts
I'm trying to get him.
rolling.
And
Alright,
also Lyrian's up here with me. I'm here.
okay.
Gotta
And you
get
just
some people
abandoned
down there.
me.
Hank, remind me what was the dirty 20
I've
for?
got faith in you, Lyrian. I got faith in you.
He was hiding.
Oh, that's
You-
right.
You play a
Hiding.
good song.
Right. Very good. So you were hiding. Good, good. All right. Down the bottom, civilians are being massacred.
No.
There's 2 left.
No,
What are their names? Is Billy still alive?
Billings,
No,
Billings is dead.
He's just been
Okay.
killed.
All right.
Oh.
Gimbal, it's your turn to make a saving throw.
All right. Oh,
I mean,
and
to be
Tricky
honest-
Bob, read the chat. You can reduce the settings on your dice, so you can remove all shadows and get
Oh.
particle effects.
Yeah,
That might
yeah.
help.
Let me see how mine goes.
Oh, interesting. Okay, collections.
All right. Saving throw. Go, go, go,
Oh,
go.
true.
Hey.
Nice. Okay. So you're not dead. You're stable at the
Still
moment.
not dead.
So you got one more save to make, I believe.
And it's one more success before you're
I'm
stable.
really desperate to cling on to life.
Tricky Bob, it is your turn.
Okay. So how far away is Gimbal from me at this point?
Uh,
Now that he's
45
rolled down
feet.
the hill. 45 feet.
well,
Okay.
40 feet. We'll say 40 feet because he did roll somewhere.
40 feet. So closest. Okay. I will try getting as close to him as I possibly can, which is 25 feet.
Mhm.
Where's my athletics?
Come on.
No.
Bloody dwarf legs.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
What
Dwarves,
did you
man.
roll?
It's the shuffle.
a 1,
Oh,
a natural one.
Oh,
Fuck, a natural one.
Stop
Natural
trying
one.
to
The
athlete.
basic
man.
dice.
That's
It's
terrible.
not good to athlete.
oh good. I'll be
you-
back up in one
you
turn.
trip and start sliding. You're going to need to make another athletics check just to stay on your feet and not slide all the way to the bottom.
My god. Okay. Give me a 20 or something.
You already rolled too
Uh,
many 20s this combat. Sorry. Your
Oh,
quota is
2.
fulfilled.
A 2.
No, I did a 3. Never mind.
Look at that's better.
I'm
6 total.
so sorry about your dice rolls. I'm sorry, but you go tumbling down the hill.
Yeah, they're bad and they're frying my laptop, so it's great.
Damn, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Okay, Lyrian, it's your turn.
There's a warg on
Must
me.
believe in the heart of the dice.
All right. It looks pretty focused on me, right?
Yeah. It wants to eat your face.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and go 30 feet down the hill.
Okay. All right. So you disengage. That's your action down 30 feet down the hill. All right. Unless you want to use a bonus action to dash down the hill.
I'm not a rogue.
Oh, you're not a rogue. What am I talking
Bad.
about? What am I talking about?
I don't know what I
so
thought. For a
roguelike.
second, I thought Bard was like a rogue that can sing.
That's pretty much- that's pretty
Bard
much it.
is kind of
it's
a rogue that can
subclass.
sing. It's like
Bard's
the
a subclass
expertise.
of rogue.
Right. Okay, so
Yeah.
you do that. Excellent. Do you have any other actions you can take at this point?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, Josiah.
Okay, so Gimble's in front of us, and it seemed like he was going to be healed, but now that's looking less likely. But he's got 3 death rolls he's good for.
But you're next to Gimbal,
You're next
right?
to me.
I
If
know,
you-
you're right.
You could move him to the healer.
Oh, that's it. All
that's
right,
an
so yeah, so
upgrade.
it-
Just
It's
kick
pretty
me down the hill.
advanced.
Throw him at me.
no, in a show of brotherly elven love, I'm gonna hoist him and fireman and carry him over my back.
Yeah.
All right. Make
I
an
Nice.
got
athletics
you,
check
little
to
buddy.
not fuck that up.
Slide down gracefully.
Fuck this up so
It's
badly.
ski down.
Why don't you just use me as toboggan?
I ski down on his corpse.
What about if you hug him and roll with him
Ski
and you
down on
use
his
acrobatics
corpse.
instead of athletics?
Maybe he'll roll really well.
Oh, that's rolling way faster.
What's going
And a
on?
19.
Is it a 19?
Hey.
All right. You go.
There we go.
You traipse down the hill. You manage to go your full distance, 30 feet. You can in fact you can make it 40 feet because of the fact you've got some momentum and you're going downhill. All right. So I think you're probably in range of Tricky Bob at this point.
Yeah, it's good. And then I still have a bonus action.
Hide under my corpse.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I'm just gonna dump you there, and I'm gonna find the nearest rock to hide behind.
Okay. Are you
Yeah.
going to pull him into hiding too, or are you just going to dump him there?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna dump him there.
All right.
I
Fair
did my
enough.
part.
Yeah.
Did your part. Okay.
Yeah.
Another civilian is dead. Warg is chasing you, Lillian.
Wait, has the guy that's laughing been making saves? His turn should have
Oh,
passed, right?
I think it's only been like one turn.
Yeah, so he should have
Let's
made
just
one
say-
save, right?
It's really funny.
His
doesn't need
turn
to.
is coming up shortly.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
All right. So yeah, the warg is chasing you down the hill.
Does he provoke an opportunity from Hank wherever he is, or is he too far away for that?
Why not? Why not, Hank? You can have an opportunity attack on the warg.
Yeah, gives it.
Gives it
Like
Gives
to
it-
imagine he just hid under the word or something.
right.
Do I have to roll?
Yeah, roll to hit. Do I have to roll?
Yeah.
Do I
Let's
have to
swim.
roll?
All right, that's
Wait, you should be advantage because he
16.
can't see you, right?
oh yeah, can I have advantage because he can't see me?
Why can't he see you?
He hid.
Because he
Because I'm
hid,
hitting.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
which means he
Yep,
gets sneak
that's
attack.
advantage.
Well,
sneak
if we want to
attack,
be
yep.
go into
yep.
detail, I think wolves can smell.
Oh.
Have advantage on smelling people.
Maybe he just smells like rocks
He
and
smells.
snow.
He
Okay.
smells
He smells
everything.
blood. He smells my
Yeah,
blood.
He smells too many things.
Well, I got a 16 anyway.
16
That hit.
hits. Yep, that hits.
Very good.
Yep.
Sneak attack. Sneak attack.
Can I do a sneak attack?
You
Yes,
can.
you can do a sneak attack every turn.
All right, so I'm gonna do a sneak attack. First of all, that's 4. So 4 plus 5 is 9 and 14.
14. Okay. The warg. How do you hit the warg?
All right, so I've got my my stabby stick. I'm gonna imagine I hit him in the side. So I'm gonna hit him and like get him straight through the rib cage.
All right. So he kind of slides sideways as you hit him and sort of spins going down onto his feet as his head hits the snow and the scree and the ice, and sort of slides chunkety chunk down the side of the hill, with you in tow, I assume, because you're still holding onto your weapon.
This is going to be a
and
Tango.
theme.
The pair of you tango down in a deadly spin towards the road. You can make an athletics check, or you can let go.
I'm gonna make an athletics check. Oh wait, can I make an acrobatics check though? Because it's
Yes.
kind of like
Yes.
tumbling, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
All right. So I'll make an acrobatics check. That's 13.
13. Yep, you managed to get to the bottom of the hill with the warg. All right, and it's
Go.
dead. All right. As you arrive there, the goblins start to run away. The remaining goblins are just they see this fucking warg coming down the hill and you attached to it, and they just freak out. They
I
start
get over
running.
there and I go, and stay out.
Everybody can make an opportunity attack if you like.
All
Not
right.
me. I'm up here.
Well, okay, not you then. Anybody at the bottom. That'll
Where's
include you, Tricky
Gimbal
Bob.
in relation to me?
Gimbal is
Close.
about 15 feet from you.
Can I opportunity heal him?
Because I rolled by her.
Opportunity
Yeah.
She gets an
As he's
opportunity.
sliding down next to me, I'll just slap him with a
Unless your
grab.
heal's an attack.
Can be.
An aggressive heal.
Can be.
Angry touch.
Yeah. I
No,
slap
we're good.
him.
We're good. We're fine. Don't worry about me. I'm good.
You'll be
No.
fine. You'll be fine. You don't need to do that. You're going to have your turn is coming up very shortly, because anybody that wants to make that opportunity attack can do that. And then it's
Alright,
Gimbal's turn. Gimbal's asleep. Then it's Tricky Bob's turn. So
Hang on. I get my last saving throw. I might
All right.
make it. And then I can do a thing.
then you
Alright,
can
well,
do a
I'm
thing.
You
gonna
realize
book
that
the-
if you make 3 successful saving throws, that means you're stable, not that you're
20.
awake. Oh, never mind. You rolled a 20. That means you're awake.
I'm awake.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
I'm
so
awake
you-
and I'm at full health.
So you wake
What?
up. What? I don't know about
Full
that.
health?
That's not true. That's certainly not true. I think you've got 1 hit point, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to have one, otherwise
Yeah.
it stays on death
Yeah.
mode.
Okay. So basically, as he arrives, as Tricky Bob arrives at you to heal you, you sort of come sliding down the hill, and what's his face has dumped you there and dived into the thing. Josiah has
What's
dumped
his
you
face?
there, and he dived into hiding. And Tricky Bob comes running up to you, and just as he's about to heal you, she's about to heal you. You open your eyes.
I just scream, "Bad dog!" And
So
right.
you can roll your healing if you want, Tricky
Okay.
Bob.
I'll heal you anyway.
Should have withdrawn the healing for that comment.
Oh, Gimbal, you can use your action, your movement speed to stand up if you like.
You get 10 heals.
Yes, I stand up. Ooh.
All right. Now, does anybody want to take those opportunity attacks or not?
I'll do it. Might as well if he's healed.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
I,
definitely gonna
since I'm
fire
up,
around
or did that happen before I got up?
I just did a big
That's happening
tumble.
while
Can I
you're
still
getting
do
up.
an opportunity attack.
Yeah, you can make those
Hey,
that can
wait,
make an
what is that?
opportunity attacks are Josiah, Hank, and Tricky Bob.
Is that
Yeah,
with
like-
advantage?
Not with advantage.
Okay, just opportunity
Do
attack.
I get an opportunity attack on my spiritual weapon as well?
Oh, that's what you get
Uh,
your opportunity attack with.
Oh,
'Cause
Oh, look at that nice.
you just
nat
used your
one right
action to
there.
Yes,
heal.
look at that
What's
big
this,
nat one.
20? Yep,
19.
that hits.
Well, then I do 10.
Okay, you murder one of the goblins.
Yay.
You just destroy them however you so desire. You can tell us about that.
I will grab. Wait, no, that's my spiritual weapon. As my spiritual weapon takes his head off, I scream, "This is for Billing and all my other friends."
All right. very
Billing and also the other guys.
Yeah, the guy's
Billing
name we don't
plus
know.
others.
All my
Billing
other
and
nameless
company.
friends, right? Okay,
I know their names. I know their birthdays. I know
All right.
everything about them. It's
fair
been
enough.
long 8 weeks.
Fair enough. Okay. Hank,
Yes,
opportunity attack.
please.
Yeah.
With advantage, without advantage, just
No
normal?
advantage, just normal.
All right. So I'm attacking the closest one to me with fat 13.
13. That does not hit, unfortunately. And Josiah
Did not hit.
did not hit.
No.
Okay, never mind. So a group of about 4 of them make it out of there alive and run
Oh,
off.
wait. They make it clear out of the way before we can do anything about it?
Apparently,
Oh.
that's why they had opportunity attacks. They were retreating.
Oh, they're very fast goblins
Well,
moving
I
at
don't
incredibly
think-
high speeds.
Yeah. Well, they're running off down into the snow.
What about the last guy?
The last guy.
I'm laughing off of the hill.
Laughing man.
Yeah.
Who's the last guy?
The laughing
The
Oh,
guy
the
who's
laughing
currently
guy?
incapacitated and should be rolling whiz saves to
Right.
break out.
He has, what was the difficulty? 13.
Yes.
Okay, well, he stopped laughing and he's disappearing into the mist above.
Without his dog, huh?
Yes.
So there's one like surveying the damage.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't see everyone else die. So, is there one left? Is there one civilian left, or are they all gone?
I think they're all dead.
They're all,
They're all dead. Okay.
Not
the
even
cats are-
a final word, a gasp from Billings.
He's, yeah, no, unfortunately, he's gone.
Oh, my closure.
Yeah, sorry, no closure for him.
Mm.
I'm gonna go and try to scavenge up as much of the food and survival gear as we can.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Let's survey the scene. What's
What's left?
yeah? What's
Well,
left? 3 carts overturned.
3 carts overturned. There's shit all over the ground. A lot of the supplies have been trashed. Some of them have
How
slid
many
down
of
the
the
other
civilians
side
are
of the
left alive?
0.
Excellent. So
It's a
we've got all
massacre.
of this stuff.
That's true.
I
You-
will respectfully start laying out the bodies and mourning.
I agree. It's been 7 weeks that we've known these people. It's obviously we'll rifle through their pockets because that's how they would have wanted it. But we will respectfully lay them.
Of course.
Yeah, move
Yeah.
them
There are
away
2
from
rogues
the
in
road.
this group.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Okay. So you respectively lay out their bodies and take all their shit.
Well, I
Right.
mean, we checked to see what they had.
All right.
We'll leave anything that we knew they
Yeah, lockets.
Perished.
Such you might
Yeah.
leave.
You
behind.
find a number of lock boxes that jingle like they might have a lot of coins in them.
I'd like to unlock those lock boxes and
right.
take what's in them.
Would you like to make a dexterity lock picking check, please?
Are there
We can just
any-
put them on my horse's saddles for now.
I have thieves' tools as well.
Yep. Use your
um,
thieves' tools. Yeah.
So
Are there any
how do I-
shovels in this caravan?
Shovels. Yes, there are shovels.
We'll go start digging graves.
that's a lot of graves.
I'm not
Yes,
bothering
that's
with the
what I'm
graves.
starting
too
now.
much.
I look at you in a disappointed manner.
The first of the
It's-
2 suns begins to descend
Oh,
over
crap.
the horizon.
Okay, hang on.
Getting-
No, I grab a shovel.
The temperature begins to dip wildly.
Guys, I
As it
think
Yeah, we
gets
should bring it
dark.
out.
So
Are all the
so
horses
dexterity
okay?
check, yeah.
The horses, 2 of the horses are dead. One of them is
Ooh, but-
wounded.
Okay.
And my horse
Ooh.
is fine. My horse is fine. He didn't
Your
die.
horse-
You didn't hear from it. It's
Your
fine.
horse is
3.
fine.
okay.
So 15
much-
to luck.
As much as we'd want to keep these people and respectfully bury them, it's getting one of the suns is setting.
You break into one of the lock boxes with your 15. It has
Mm,
the equivalent of about 300 gold in it.
wow.
Well, that's
So
up
we
pay.
should-
You're
All in my
welcome,
pocket.
people.
Be mindful of
think-
the time and divvy this up evenly.
Mhm.
Yes, I think individual graves, as much as I would like to do that, that's too much of an ask. Perhaps if we all work together, we can at least get them into the ground in some sort of a mass grave before we have to move on.
Okay.
I vote
Alright,
no.
I'm willing to share.
I meekly put my
300
hand
gold.
up. I want to go.
Yeah, I mean, do we have enough to get to get us out to the safe zone? I mean, do we have to get any of the horses re-rained? Do we have to hit up probably on
Tricky, you're breaking up.
untip
You're breaking up.
Yeah,
carriages?
it's breaking
You
up
break
hard.
it up. You break it up.
Oh no.
Yeah. My internet's really bad.
Oh, he. Ah,
Mine's working fine. I think she's saying
too far from the modem.
Maybe.
Oh, look, there's Tricky behind you.
Yeah.
I think she was asking if we have
In my head,
enough.
you guys were like sat opposite a table. You know.
Mm.
Yeah, I think she was
Very
asking if we have enough like
Where are you
resources.
going? Anyway, my original point was, but before my internet crapped out, is do we have enough? Do we have to like untip the carriages? Do we have to get everything set up? Do we have to get the horses re-reined? Like, how much work is there for us to do before we can actually move to the next safe town?
Anywhere up to an hour's worth of stuff to do that
Yeah,
sort of
maybe
shit,
we should
yeah.
focus on that, before we have
I
like more
mean-
dead bodies to
And
bury.
also, you've got darkness descending.
What I'm saying, I'm thinking that if we say we can untie the horses and just leave the rest of
Take
this
the
and
horses.
go on the horses
Yeah.
without taking anything else.
I
Do we
vote
have
for that.
enough courses? And like, do we have any rations that we probably want to, save like for the journey and stuff like that?
You can
I've grabbed as much
easily
as I
get
can.
you can easily get yourself each a live horse.
Okay.
So that's no
Wasted
problem.
all my money. Oh my
Um,
money.
Really
You'll have
did.
to make some survival checks to find enough rations and stuff. So
Yeah.
if each of you
Why
makes-
don't we just allow the cleric to bless the dead? We'll give them a sky burial or leave them to the woodland creatures, as probably Gimbal is familiar with. As a
This
wood elf.
is
Nature
nature.
intended.
This is nature. This
Nature
is South
intended.
Europe funeral.
That sounds like a city boy to me.
If she's a cleric, I suppose it's all right.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do?
Like a mass blessing.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, we could burn them,
We could burn them.
and that will keep
It's
us warm
stinky
for a bit
though.
too. No, it smells like
What
bacon.
religion were the dead, or was it a
Uh,
mix?
That was a mixture.
Okay,
mixture.
well,
Force
vote
them
burning.
to,
I
force
vote
them to have last rites through your god.
Mass
that might be
cremation, and we move on.
disrespectful. Is
Yeah, some of you might be
cremation a
going to the
common
wrong
way
heaven.
to send out the dead?
I
in
don't
this
want to leave
universe?
anything for the goblins.
Fairly-
Even if we
fairly
bury them, the
common.
goblins will defile the bodies and their burial. So
So, yeah, if
Can you make a
cremation is
religion check, please, cleric?
Cleric.
Tricky Bob for the cleric.
My internet is crapping out again.
What I did is I got a big long network
reason.
cable.
or put it on your phone. You can roll on your phone, and then you don't have to do it on your computer.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That is also true.
Yep, I'm gonna have to drop out again.
Oops, there it goes.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Yeah, pretty much just refresh every single time I'm robotic. My religion check is 6,
Okay.
so I know nothing about religion.
You don't know anything about these people's religion. You know a fair amount about dwarven religion in the Banakaya district, and the cult of Moradin, but you don't know what these people believe.
Well, I hear Gimbal yelling at me from one side about like, oh, cremation,
Let's burn 'em.
and yeah, and I'm like, I don't know enough about elf and human, whatever they are, religions to make any sort of call. So I go like, yes, yeah, burning does seem like something humans do. Let's do that.
Is that
All
something
right.
humans do to their dead? That seems.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems legit. I believe it.
I think they die a lot, so I mean, you got to do something with all the bodies,
It is
Yeah, I
true.
mean,
and they can't
are
afford. And they
very-
can't afford to do all
Diseases?
While you guys are discussing,
my
I'm
father
gonna
was burned
divvy
to
up that
death,
300
but that's what killed
between
him.
us five.
Right.
It's
So that
2
you
and
know,
1.
there's another 2 lock boxes.
Mm.
Well, while they're disputing the dead, I would like to try my hand at another lockbox.
All
It
right.
is true that humans are rather short-lived. I suppose they would come up with such a method.
Alright, so just burn them. Yeah. Do we have matches? Or
I've got a tinderbox. All right, so I start
Okay.
I start bringing them all together as
Right.
Oh,
gracefully as I
do
can.
have some. I do have an oil flask as well.
We could also smash one of
We
the
blow them up.
I vote we smash one of the wagons. Use the wagon as
It's a
kindling.
pyre.
It's now getting dark, like it's
This
proper
will make it
dusk
light.
now.
All right, I
Yeah,
reckon
I
we
guess.
hurry this up and then we
Okay.
move.
Cool. Bonfire.
Right.
All right. So a survival check for this fire, please.
13.
Who's
And a
sending the fire?
lockpicking
Who's doing
check
it?
from
Yes.
Hank.
I got a 13 plus.
Oh, I'm doing one for some reason as well.
15,
Oh, not bad.
18 for another lockbox.
Okay. You find another 250 gold worth of gems and coins.
All right.
Should we just go back to town after this? Screw. Oh wait, no, right. We might get killed by Greymoors. Never
How
mind.
far were we
Um,
from Greymore?
I would also like
I think
to
we're
cast
close.
detect magic.
You're actually fairly close. You're within 2 weeks anyway,
2 weeks.
maybe even a week.
Well, the
would,
thing is, it was 2 weeks at caravan speed.
Hmm.
Right, that's true. That is very
I-
true.
I
Oh,
would
we've got
to
horses
cast
now.
Detect magic.
Detect magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to cast detect magic. Were you casting it on the lock boxes or what? Or
No,
just
just-
generally?
Around the carriages, caravans.
Okay. Can you make a perception and investigation check, please?
Both of them.
I think detect magic.
Investigation.
If you do it, it
Investigation.
just detects any magic
Investigation,
nearby.
okay.
It's within a range, though, isn't it?
30
Oh
feet.
yeah.
So my investigation was 6.
6. Okay.
Okay.
How long does it last? Does it have a duration?
10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
Okay, so tell me exactly what you do. Just walk to. Where do you go?
So I walk along I'm assuming the caravan is sort of formed in a line.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yep. So I start at the top because that's where I was at the
Yep.
at the top end, and I sort of slowly amble my way down.
Okay.
What I'm doing, sort of giving a
All right.
cursory glance over.
You
each
think you
caravan
see
as I'm
something
moving.
glowing within the third caravan cart, the third wagon? Some magic is being given off.
Well, I would like to move towards the third caravan and see if I can investigate further.
All right. You find there's a steel box. Yay big.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Right.
On its side.
Okay.
And there's some sort of liquid coming out of it that is registering as magical.
Can I do an Arcana check on that liquid?
Yes, you can.
Whoo, doggy. So that's 23.
Oh,
You think
Yowza.
it's certainly some kind of potion, some kind of magical potion for sure.
And
It
it's
smells
leaking?
to you like, you know what some of the herbs in that potion, you can smell them. It smells like a healing potion.
All right. Can I did you say it was leaking?
Yeah, leaking out of the box.
All right. Is the box locked?
Yes,
Can I unlock the box, please?
make a check.
7 plus 3 plus 3 is 13.
Takes a bit of work, but you do unlock the box. And when it
Okay.
opens, you find that there were 6 healing potions inside it. Now there is 4. The other
I
2
would
are
like to take
cracked.
4 healing potions, please.
Right. For your information, these are just standard healing potions that do 2d4 plus 2 health.
2d4 plus 2.
hey, have we
While
have
he's
we
doing
set the fire yet?
that.
have?
What was the check for the fire roll?
All right. 12 for me.
12. Okay, yeah, you set the fire. All right.
Yeah,
I
well,
assume you're going to
while-
use some oil or something to do this.
We're gonna smash a wagon,
Mhm.
cover it in oil, set it on fire.
So
Okay.
before we do this,
You're going to heap bodies onto that too, right?
Yes.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna drag Billings's body, and I just like to pat him down, to see if he's got an itinerary or a inventory of some kind, a ledger.
He does. He does.
Is there anything on there relating to items which don't look like they have good value, but might be a
What-
bit more worthwhile?
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, Halfling, and Thieves' Cant.
You don't recognize the writing.
I let the party know that I don't recognize this writing.
Okay. So what languages does the party have?
I am proficient in flute.
I have deep speech.
Outlander gets 1 proficient instrument.
That is
Nice.
a boomerang style fucking throwback.
All right.
Wow.
Ooh, I'm proficient in brewing.
So over that.
Um,
Common, Elvish, Orc, Undercommon.
I have deep speech.
Mhm.
Oh.
Anybody else?
I got Dwarvish alongside everything else everyone mentioned. I mean, not everything else, but
I
Yeah.
can't speak.
Can't speak.
You can't speak.
No, I just have common and elvish. That's
Oh.
it.
Okay, who was it that spoke Undercommon?
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, you can read the ledger.
Oh,
Well, Hank, what does it say? Where's he gone?
So it has the name of a contact in a place called Ankhorn in a market. It's got the name of the market and the street that the market is on. And there's some numbers written down there as well that you don't really know what they mean because it's all sort of shorthand.
I
Okay.
heard everything that was going on, but I don't actually speak Undercommon. I speak.
so I speak Undercommon. So
Right,
naturally,
Okay.
reading this, I'm not going to tell anyone what I've said. All I'm going to say is, guys, I knew it. Billy was going to trade all these slaves to the Dark Elves.
Slaves.
People, he was
Pardon?
going to trade them as slaves. He was no good, and I'm glad he's dead. And
Is
we
that what
saved
this
these
says?
people. Yes.
Was he gonna trade us?
Is it really that? Is
No.
that really what it said?
Where do you think all this money came from? Of course it is.
Wait, pause. I'm asking if you're rolling a deception.
Oh, do
Oh.
you want to make a
This
insight check?
it's not a not so much deception as this is what Gimbal thinks. This is my assumption. This is my
No.
solid assumption.
He
No,
legitimately
that doesn't fly.
believes.
I legitimately believe.
What's the
that,
check to realize if he's an idiot?
Yeah, what's that?
Just look at him.
Okay, can I do
Just look at him.
can I do a insight check
Yeah,
to discern why this is in Undercommon?
yeah.
I have +1.
Ah.
15.
Oh, actually not bad.
Wow.
Well, the best guess you can come up with is that he somehow learned this language and is using it as a means to keep his business quiet.
Okay, guys, scratch that.
What did the ledger say? I missed that part.
So he's got it's got the details of a contact in what was it called?
Anquan?
Ancorn? And just ledgery things. I tell them what I read. I tell them when I read.
All right. So there's a contact in Ankhorn. There's some numbers underneath it. There's the name of the market and the street that the market is on where they'll find the contact. And just a couple of numbers under that don't really make sense by themselves because it's written in shorthand.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, we obviously take the ledger with us, right? Just because we can.
Well, of course.
Right.
Keep a note.
Oh, is it all just on one page or is it throughout the book?
There's a number of previous trips that he's got marked in here, notes in here, various trades that they've made in the past.
I don't want to take the whole ledger. I'd rather just take notes and throw it in the fire. Thoughts? I vote burn it. We
I'll
take
take the
we take the
ledger.
contact. Okay.
Yeah, just take the ledger.
Yeah,
Keep it away
I'm
from-
taking the ledger. I
Grubby-
put it
grubby minutes.
put it
Can
in
I
my
have a
pack next
perception
to my.
check from everybody, please?
Deception check.
Yeah.
Fucking orcs, man. They've come back. Bet you.
Mhm.
15.
We're not sleeping.
No, sorry. 14.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What's a
Sam.
perception?
What's a perception?
Dirty 20.
Oh,
12.
So the 15 and the 20. You guys hear in the far distance the sound of wolves howling.
All right.
guys, I
we
swear
should-
there's a river.
Wolves or
What?
wolves?
There's a river nearby.
Can I tell the difference?
Between what?
A wolf and a wog?
Very similar. Couldn't really say the difference.
I actually no, I wouldn't know the difference.
No, you
Do you
wouldn't.
guys
No.
hear something?
I think
Oh, should we,
it's time to get going, guys. We got to skedaddle.
Should-
Oh,
Let's leave
Shut
things as they
up.
are, and the goblins will get distracted, and we'll put a little bit of time between us and
no.
yeah.
All right. Let's take the horses and go then.
Yeah.
This is a very
Yeah,
unfortunate
yeah.
day.
We'll try and bury him on the way back.
We are terrible bodyguards. Okay.
I really
Oh,
think
somebody
that
decided
perhaps
to split the party.
I didn't split. I was nearby.
If this is a usual experience, I question why anyone hires adventurers as bodyguards.
I mean, the
They're
goblins have
just
to eat it.
unreliable.
Yeah. Okay,
Mm,
we ride.
we were
You're right. Okay.
Ride.
So you head up into the mountains and you pass into the night, and it gets very freaking cold, and you will need to make survival checks to find somewhere to bunker down or hunker down for the night.
All right.
I feel I have like a thing for this.
at 20.
Yay,
flash of
good,
20.
because I got a 5.
Wow. I just saw
Oh,
like
that's
the
320s.
last 3 rolls in the chat of 20s
Oh, 18.
and an 18. Wow.
I'm not gonna roll
And a
this. I'm not gonna
5.
ruin it.
Not going to ruin it. Okay. You're just
Bad
gonna
at
go
going
along
up
with it.
hills, good at finding shelter.
Okay. So you can
Also
tell
bad at
me,
tipping cuts.
you guys can tell me what your camp is like.
Are we still up
think
in
I
the
vote-
in the snow, the sleet?
Yeah, yeah,
I think a
it's-
cave, a nice cave.
Igloo. Igloo.
I-
Oh yeah, I'd like a nice cave. That
I
sounds
think,
lovely.
Igloo.
It's
think a
not an
cave.
igloo.
and we've formed like bush fences around the entranceway and a little
Okay.
door because of
Oh,
our
a
amazing
fancy
rolls.
shrubbery.
A
Fancy little,
door?
yeah, a little,
A
just a little
shrubbery.
door?
like
a nice
we had
one
so
with
many
a
high
cascading
rolls.
effect.
So the 20s,
Shrubbery.
120 found the cave. The other 20 built the actual like, insulating
Me
wall
a
out of leaves.
shrubbery.
And I got an 18, so I built a little door
All right.
Lovely.
Out of
Yeah.
what? Did you
Let's
build a
live here.
door?
out of
Um,
thatch. So it's not so much, it doesn't
thatch.
open or anything. It's basically just like a square piece of wood that you just put
Right.
against it
Like
as
a
like,
like a
door.
Shrek door.
Yeah, exactly, like a
It's-
Shrek door.
It's kind of like a goblin shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Right.
and
Cool,
a
man.
nice fire.
I'm
a
digging
nice
it.
fire
I love it.
inside.
I love it.
All right. So you
It's
guys,
cozy.
Yeah.
Wait, did you just say
Lovely.
fire inside a closed cave?
Yeah.
There's
No,
a
because
there's a
it's
It's
there's a
not like
ceiling
it's not
hole.
sealed. It's not sealed.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a
the
ceiling
fire,
hole.
fire still
Ceiling
goes
hole.
through the
It is by
I mean, you get
far the
smoky.
most
We
livable
get
cave you'll
coffee
ever
after a
see.
while.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm.
Eyes get a
nice.
bit dry. and your
Right.
throat
Billings was here.
itches.
He'd love it.
Billings.
awesome. Very well. Okay. So you make your cave very comfortable, which is brilliant.
Mhm.
And what do you guys do? You hunker down, you cook, or you gonna?
I'm going into a trance.
Hank happens to be a very good cook.
Oh, you
We
are a butler.
should probably
I'm a
eat and
butler.
then set a watch.
Oh,
I say
yeah.
as someone goes into a trance without hearing about the watch idea.
Straight into a trance.
Mm.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
I'll
you
take the
miss
first
out
watch.
on
Do the rest of us long
um,
rest.
It's in my dreams.
Ooh.
It's in my trance dreams. A delicious stew.
If you want to take a long rest, you can.
mushroom and fungus and moss stew.
Mm.
I'll
Mm.
be up
What's
for
the
the
fun
first-
in fungus?
Considering
I've
he's doing
managed to find some
trancing
salt.
now, I'll go to trance in the second half of the night, so he'll probably be awake then.
I'll
Mm,
take
yeah,
the first
yeah.
watch. I need to be alone because of the failure that we have just wrought upon ourselves.
We can be
What are
alone
we
done what we
talking
can do
about? We're
better.
like richer than we've ever been.
So, at what cost?
Hank's got a
At what
mouthful of
cost?
mushroom.
Hank,
She's
we
like,
can
"What
be
are
al-
we talking about?"
Yes, we can be alone together. You can sit
Yeah.
at that side of the cave, and he'll sit at this side of the cave.
Fantastic.
So, like, realistically, how miserable are your characters?
I'm not
I'm
happy.
having a
Yes.
great time.
I'm,
I've
loving it.
seen like
Me?
12 people got wiped out. It's the most death I've ever seen.
Let me put it this way: I'm shifting to winter tomorrow.
I'm bloodied, very bloodied, and
I've
Oh.
got like survivors. What's the opposite of survivor's guilt? Like where you're
It's
just
Survivor's
thrilled to be
happiness.
alive.
Elated. You're elated to be alive.
I am
What is
elated
this,
to
Shandon
be
fruit?
alive.
no, I'm pretty much the same thing. Well, no, I'm a bit more not phased, really.
I'm elated. Look,
it's like
I'm elated
nature.
because we gave it our all, right? Like we went
Hmm.
up there, we tried to kill the dudes, we came back, we tried to kill the dudes, we did everything that we tried. We
Yeah,
could.
I mean, honestly,
try
if
and
that
save
was
the
the
guys.
best, then
I think
Oh, I
Grimble
feel
would
guilty.
be
I
like-
passed out. I feel guilty that I did.
Not
you
on
know,
us.
that I passed out for half of it.
You'd be feeling a little bit shocked at having come so close to death. I think
Mm.
Mm.
that would
Mm.
be quite disturbing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay.
And then just
I want to say.
constant
I also
failures.
want to say I now have a crippling fear of dogs.
All right.
That's
I think
reasonable.
that's
I-
fair.
You guys
just-
ever watch
just-
that TV show Firefly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So you know how like at the end of one of the episodes, they all come very close to death. And Jane, you know Jane, right?
I'm trying to remember.
I'm not in
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah, Jane. I
Which
think I
one
know
was
Jane.
Jane?
Real
I'm
hungry.
just gonna Google it.
Jane gets super hungry in one of them after having just
Survivor's
witnessed
hunger.
a whole bunch of That's how I'm feeling. I'm like Jane
Adam
eyes,
Baldwin.
super
Yeah, okay.
hungry. Yeah, and like
I really
teary.
have to say that I appreciate how the response to the threat of your friends getting his throat slit if you don't surrender is to immediately rush up the hill at him.
I know.
Like no hesitation,
I
no
know.
decision making.
Like,
You can't
Yeah.
trust
Yeah, you
goblins, right? So you're like, well, if
That's true.
we listen to them, they'll slide his throat and then all of our throats, right?
Yeah, yeah, no, I mean, I know, I get it. I'm just saying that's funny. I was like, no thought first response.
Well, Hank is
We'll get better. We'll get better.
he's confident in his abilities. Yeah.
Hank knows what he's doing.
Yeah. He might fumble a bit sometimes when he's pissed, but he's a pretty good sneaky boy. He's pretty
You know
good at
what?
sneaking
I'm
around.
gonna take that Tasha's thing and I'm gonna swap out detect magic for healing word.
That sounds good.
Mm.
Oh, long rest. How do I do long rest?
you
So you
the
click on your
long rest
character
button.
portrait.
Aha.
Yeah. Right.
Hmm.
Oh, a frame.
So,
All right.
long story short, then you guys take your long rests, and there is nothing that disturbs your sleep and your long rest. And the first sun, Solemn Pingal, comes up in the morning, and you are flooded with this purple light that comes from this particular sun as it cuts through the diffuse clouds that rest upon the top of the the Frostmoor Pass.
Hmm.
And you mount your horses, getting your stuff together.
I have white hair today.
So you got white hair today. So anybody
Very
who
pale.
wants to may choose to comment on the fact that she looks quite.
Is
He looks
very,
quite
very
different.
pale white hair.
like is he? So is it just the hair, or what changes?
No, like very. It's a few things change. I think. I like personally for this, I'm going for
Like,
like.
so-
Costume and stuff too, eh?
So Josiah and Lyrian, they guarded first, and then they went to after my
I
trance. We
trance.
swap shift. Now, do you change during your
during
rest?
the trance. Yes.
So okay, well, I think I would have come back in while they're resting, and like put my finger on just to check her pulse. Is it cold? I mean,
Are you cold now?
It's a metaphorical cold.
no, but like if you put your finger, like if you touch a winter elf's skin, is it cold?
And does he
think
like
it
whisper?
was.
I'm gonna slap her.
I would say. it
Slap
was.
him. I have to slap him. Or just shake him. Just shake there. Lyrian!
Yeah, how
Uh,
common are these elves?
Very
And,
uncommon.
so this is
extremely
I punch
completely-
you.
news to all of us.
Yeah,
like-
none of you guys have met an Eladrin before.
Mm.
I punch you, then ignore you and try to finish my long rest.
Okay.
I'm satisfied she's okay.
He-
Yeah,
Right.
he. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
So
Very
this is like
good.
very pale skin, white hair,
Hmm.
like dark eyes or something. I don't know.
Right. So
Mm.
Like an albino.
Yeah,
an
something like
albino,
that.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Mm.
Okay. So long story short, you end up back on the road. You head up to the very top of the pass and you start winding your way back down the other side. And as the second sun comes up, you can now see quite a long distance, and you can see there's this rolling mist across this enormous flat plain of ice, this enormous, everlasting plain of ice below you. And you have to wind your way down this pass to get to the actual flat plain. And as you're getting closer and closer, you see a dot in the distance. And you get to the bottom of the pass and you start to approach that dot, and it slowly starts getting bigger and bigger, and you see smoke coming from that point in the distance. And then after a while, the dot starts to break up into other dots, and you realize that these are structures sitting on the ice, and you can see a few trees, and you can see a couple of buildings. There's a warehouse. There's something that looks like a couple of bigger structures, all made of wood. And you see colors begin to appear as you approach, and you can see people standing about in a town square. And eventually, now you can open up the map of Greymoor if you wish.
Woo!
You're approaching from the south. And as you come along the main road towards the center of the town, in the distance there's a river glistening and winding through. There's a few trees. You can see a group of people milling about at the bend of the road up near the temple, what is clearly a temple. Excuse me. And it's very, very early in the morning at this point still. Coming down here was relatively fast because of the fact that it's all downhill and it's sunshine now.
I'm playing a sad song.
Okay.
I join with my flute.
And as you get closer, you see that there's one figure in the center of the group, dressed in a black fur coat that goes down to his ankles, and he's got a fur cap on his head, almost like a Cossack type hat. And he looks up at you. He looks quite gruff, quite old. Next to him, there's a half-orc woman with red hair and tusks. There's a couple of dwarves milling around and a few humans standing about. And the fellow steps forward from the group, breaking out from the group, and you see there's a corpse lying on the ice in the middle of the street. Somebody's dead there. There's blood around it. And this fellow steps forward and says, "Welcome to Greymoor. I am Oswald. You must be the adventurers we sent for." And at that point, we will stop.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
Looks
By
like
the
another
way,
hunting accident.
You ranger person, what's your actual name?
Tim.
You remind me of this guy I used to know back in high school.
He died
Although,
from orcs. Sorry.
but see, I would say that you're definitely not him, except that I forget his name.
Your
But I don't think it
sound's
was Tim.
dropped out, Larry.
No, well, unless you're from Australia.
Or is it just me? Maybe it's
Are you
my sound.
Canadian,
Hello?
Lyrian?
might just be you.
Do you
Hello?
mind me asking?
Can you hear me? Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. we
Okay,
can-
yeah. No, you're not, but you just
Nah.
remind me.
I bet he was great. Okay. Now,
He's a great
Mr.
guy.
DM, I asked you about their experience level. You lied to me.
What
we
did I
were
say?
good, to be fair. And then I got carried away.
No, it's not that. I mean, like, it's from a game knowledge standpoint.
I don't know. What were you asking?
I was asking the experience level so I could match like character build and stuff, and for know what to expect.
Well, I didn't know what the nature of the question was, I'm afraid.
We're
Oh,
super,
okay.
super experienced.
Mhm.
Like super experienced. We were just
Right.
dumbing it down a little bit for your sake.
Yeah, we
I
didn't know
can
how good you were, so
tell.
we thought we'd keep it, keep it safe.
Oh man,
No, it's good. We need you. Don't
Yeah,
go
you
away.
can carry us.
I made a useless support carrier.
Don't worry. That,
character.
that adds to the spice. That's the
Exactly,
fun
we
of
just-
it.
we don't
we
want-
get by with our weird ass
Yeah.
crew.
Exactly.
Okay,
right.
It's
okay.
fantastic. We've got 2 rogues.
Yeah.
We will stumble through. It's more fun
No, I
that
mean
way.
inherently an unbalanced party comp doesn't mean like everything's actually bad. I mean,
Makes
it can
everything
work, it's
better if
fine.
you ask me.
Mm.
I think it makes it much
It's
more
like
interesting.
it's fine.
What happens
yeah.
when
I
you
agree.
level
I
and you
think it's
take
much
like
better.
if you take if I were to take one level of warrior after level 3
Warrior?
ranger
Fighter? Like fighter?
fighter. I don't think it'd benefit that much really though, would it?
Well, no,
Well,
it
give
wouldn't. You
you-
wouldn't
Do it.
get much
Mm.
benefit
Do it.
out of it.
No,
I
because
love
you got
the
to
can-
5 and you
there's
get double attack.
imbalance.
It's not worth the wait.
You
yeah.
you would be able to use all martial weapons and all armor.
Yeah.
Oh
and
well,
second
no,
win, but
not
it's not worth it.
necessarily. It's when you multi-class into a class, you don't get all their proficiencies. You only get some according to the multi-class
That's
table.
true.
I know
I
this
I like
because I
no,
dynamic
multi-class
class
everything.
conditions. It was good.
See,
I
this
think
is-
we
this
had.
is why you're going to be good to have around. Yeah.
Mm.
Little things like this.
Should have let me die.
Oh.
Should have let me die and become a paladin.
Also,
No,
also,
don't become a paladin.
You
You're
were
like the
this
person that
close to being dead, dude. Like, honestly, if,
I
Oh, I
like
thought you
one
let me
more
live.
round, you
Yeah,
were gonna
yeah.
Lyrian's
that's
like the
fair.
person you go, I want to shoot the sun. She goes, well, actually,
I no, like, I mean, you.
It's good we knew
I know.
that.
I think if you had succeeded both those saves, you would have been dead.
That's true. That is
Welcome.
true. I mean, I was trying to find excuses to keep you
No,
alive.
yeah, I would definitely.
I could see
I
that.
should have been dead. Yeah, I know.
And
I
we,
could tell.
you know, it worked. I thought it was dramatically. It worked.
It was good.
perfectly in the end.
Yeah.
It was
Eventually, we're
dramatic
going
and
to
it
get
worked
to the
perfectly.
point where Russell doesn't have to nerf his own characters.
Yes.
Right.
It'll become
Eventually.
the opposite.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so
Yeah.
if you wanted to multi-class into fighter, I think
Nah,
your instinct
nah.
is right that waiting till 5 at least.
Yeah.
No,
we're a
don't
motley,
do it. Don't
I'll
do
stay
it.
Ranger. Ranger will probably get rid of
We're
it.
Ranger.
Yes.
We're a motley crew. That's
Yeah.
that's the
Oh,
whole.
That's what
right.
makes it fun.
Go-
Do you
no,
know the optimal
too bad, Lyrian.
classes
You're
rules
you're
for
stuck
Ranger?
until we finish this job in Greymore anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know
Yeah, like
the-
do you remember the fight we did with the bandits, like the second session, and everyone died 3 times or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Sorry,
good.
That was
what?
great.
solid.
That was intense, and I
That
love
was
that.
intense,
And let's keep
wasn't
doing
it?
it.
You
Yeah,
guys were
Lyrian,
like
you
dropping
dying.
like
say something
flies
just
and
then.
bringing each other back up again.
You know, my
that was probably
DM
like the
my
most
usual
intense D&D
Wait, can you hear me?
fight I ever
Yeah,
did.
sorry, Lyrian. Sorry, go.
We
Okay,
can't
no.
hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's unfortunate. Yeah. For that reason, my usual DM, because the party's full of min maxers and people used to playing with min maxers, it has this house rule where if you go down and you're brought back up with magic, you get a level of exhaustion.
Yeah,
That's
a good,
fair.
That's a good and fair.
That's all right.
That's
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah.
house rule.
I don't think that anyone here can really be accused of being a min-maxer yet, right?
Well,
No.
I mean,
I can only think of one person that you could possibly. I don't. Only theoretically.
look, okay, I adjusted it down, but I realized I should have adjusted it further. Unfortunately,
hell.
I realized this too late, and now I'm stuck with a useless spell list.
Oh well,
Mm.
part of the
Useless.
flavor.
Yeah.
Yes, min-maxing is
They'll-
boring.
They'll
Let's
get
do-
useful.
half
They'll get
useless.
useful. Don't worry.
It's half useless.
Also, with our
It's-
classes, I don't know how you could have thought we were like a well composed team.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
no,
Rangers,
no,
just like
see,
two
we-
rogues.
Yeah,
there's
that's how
nothing
you
wrong
have
with
a
your.
Barbarian and a fighter, I think, but
Yeah, no,
Hmm.
there's nothing inherently wrong with your party comp. It skews squishy, but with correct play, I think it could be perfectly fine.
If I had stayed
I don't
back,
wanna play
it's the second
Yeah.
time where
Somebody
if
stopped
I had
splitting the
stayed back
party.
and shot things, it would have been fine. If I stay back, I think it'll be fine.
Thank
Really.
you.
If
So
I c-
wait,
if I
why
can-
why did you like actually charge up the hill though?
Well,
I
they
was
sounded
gonna
like
go
they
up
were
because
there.
way
I want-
further
I
away,
want
so
to
I
the
thought it
party.
was a good spot to be at that point. And then when like we were all moving forward, I was like, well, I've got to get to the top of the hill. I didn't think as soon as I got to the top of the hill, I would be berated with missiles and taken down.
Right.
I mean, I
okay.
thought they were still pretty far away. So if I got up the hill, I could like see what's there and go, okay, this is what's coming. But then
And you do think that you
And
want
you
the
didn't.
high
You
ground
didn't.
of
You didn't
this.
mention anything about stealth. Basically, that was your problem.
I did not either.
Yeah.
Listeners.
Look at it this way. I see it this way, right? Gimbal, you split the party,
I
and
did.
you were pretty much responsible for the deaths of the entire caravan.
And myself as well. No.
Mm.
But if you didn't do that, we wouldn't have all of this sweet loot.
That's
exactly.
true.
No,
That's
but it
true.
makes
So-
it fun.
And we'd have to go all the way to Ankh. Fucking
yeah.
I've got a
And-
question though. Do you know
Exactly.
the Tasha's Rangers optional features and stuff?
yeah. No, I know all of their offshore features, but the problem is I picked a favorite terrain when I originally started off as Underdark.
Ah.
So I'm not too
sorry.
useful in the snow or
That's why you
in the
keep
grass
wanting to
plains and-
drag us down to the Underdark.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm just saying because you can like still take that stuff in the future.
Hmm.
If it works. Because base regular PHB Rangers, well, it's kind of
Bloody hell, you know your shit.
But this
Sorry.
is a an
She's
involved
kinda
story where
terrifying,
our
actually.
characters are
Yeah.
growing.
No, I'm hiding my
confident
power
over-
level. I had to like mentally hit myself 3 times to not be like actually well.
Mm.
Okay.
It hurts. It's okay. I've got it handled.
We've got this. We've got this. All
Well,
right, it's
ladies
fine.
and gentlemen, I hope you had some fun. At least that was
Thanks,
the,
Russ.
the priority there.
Mm.
Do we have to wait
Hopefully
2 more weeks though?
Well, that's.
I'm a
up
bit.
to
I'm a
you.
bit
You-
over the
could-
I'm a bit over the dice and fork.
Oh,
Really.
did you not have a good session last time?
You guys
No,
were
I
having
did.
fun.
I did.
That's
I
funny,
accidentally turned into a
Because neither did
pedophile
Josiah and
in my
Tricky Bob
session
so much.
in the last
You
one.
accidentally did what?
Turned it. Well, came across as a pedo because I was
No.
because they handed me random character sheets. I was like, well, we don't have a tank or anything, so I picked Paladin, and it was fantastic for smiting people. I blew the chunks out of everything.
Right.
But
And
in the role
then-
playing at the start, there was this house and this really dodgy guy that we knew was hoarding all of the water and becoming and was a rich tyrant. And
Right.
this nervous little kid came to the door, and I automatically assumed slave. like he's rich, and this kid is like clearly stammering and shaking and fearful. So I like grabbed by the shoulders, like, don't worry, we'll save you. And then towards the end of it, like we succeeded, and we went back to the thing, and I went to the man, I said, how much for the boy? And then he turned out to be, and by that time I'd had a few. And so he goes, and the guy said, well, he looks at you and he's disgusted because that's his bastard child. So, and then I said, well, so he's not for sale. And then I was banned from
Totally
that
your
town.
fault.
Then I was banned from that town.
Oh,
So,
That's
no.
from town.
but I gave a righteous speech and gave everyone bonus HP, which also saved my ass because I got lightning bolted. So it was good.
Oh my
was really good.
god.
are you just worried that people might assume you're a pedophile?
So I'm not going back anymore. No, because
Okay.
I've planted that flag now.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well, I'll tell you guys,
Bye.
if
Here
you are
I
interested,
am.
if any of you are interested, we could switch our night to like a Tuesday night.
Oh my god.
Then you could
And
make
here
it
I am wondering
regular.
about worrying about like interacting with kids and like does this seem creepy? And then you're just out here like tossing yourself.
Well, we can
So what
discuss
are we
that in the
doing?
chat.
2
Okay.
weeks?
That's good.
Yeah.
However you want to
Why
do
are we
it.
doing 2 weeks?
Well, originally it was
Was it-
because you were doing Dice and Fork, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So you mean like the week after next? I just assumed you mean 2 weeks from now. So like,
That is
No,
true.
no,
So-
no. We're doing 2 weekly consistently.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah. Okay, no, that makes
Mm.
sense. Okay.
but Hank doesn't
Um,
want to wait 2 weeks.
I'm all good. It's
We can
probably not
discuss it
Tuesdays
in
though.
the chat.
Yeah, yeah,
discuss it
yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
We'll just got yeah.
Smart.
No worries. I
Mm.
also have Wednesdays available, to be honest. So
Right.
Tuesdays or
I
Wednesdays.
love
is-
Tuesdays. Tuesdays are great, but I mean, again,
Wednesdays?
we'll discuss it in the chat.
We'll put
Yeah.
in the
There
And we're
are
all New
Tuesdays
Zealand time,
here,
just so you
right?
know. Martha's in the States.
Yes,
Ah,
I thought
really?
It's
we're,
currently
So
3
So
a.m.
it's
where are you
morning.
in the States?
Wait, what?
It's 3 a.m.
Wow.
Oh, you're mad.
Oh.
But no, I stayed up longer.
Late.
Well, I appreciate. Yeah,
Russell.
Thank you for staying
Um,
up with us. Thank you.
And I'm in Seattle. Also Wednesday in down under wherever where it's back, whereas this Tuesday here, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Tuesday.
we're ahead.
In which I am in a 5e campaign in which I'm in hell.
I see.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
In which I'm
Um,
playing a bard.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're
I don't actually like
normally
bards.
busy Tuesdays nights, so maybe Thursdays.
I don't mind. But again, in chat, all good.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
neither.
we can
I'm
talk
free
about it in
whenever.
chat. No
Is
worries.
this not Thursday for you?
Yeah.
I could probably find another
This
time
Thursday.
too.
Yeah.
Absolutely necessary. Um,
Alright.
We'll see how we go.
Thanks, everyone. That
All
was
right,
good fun.
guys. Have a good night.
Thank you.
See you.
Russell, thank you.
Bye.
Next
Larian.
time.
Okay.